he's gay. He's blind. So we'll hear about that coming up.
Okay, as we head to the break, a look at the 6 o'clock.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida, it's Drew Garabo, live.
It's really funny, John Senning. I was talking to our consultant, Pete, on the phone this afternoon. For, in the never-ending interest of improving what we do, we talk to a guy who's very well respected in the radio industry from time to time, and he gives us some feedback, mostly positive. But he said, I noticed yesterday you let Stevie Wonder play for an extended time before starting the show, and I know we've talked about that in the past. I said, it's really funny you say that, because as soon as I pressed play on Superstition by Stevie Wonder, this microphone fell off of its little holder right here. So the reason it played for a minute and a half is because I was furiously trying to screw the microphone in so I could talk on the radio.
Did he say, we just need to be reminded that it's your party and that we're hanging out at your party?
John, I was laughing and laughing and laughing. I was like, how apropos that you're playing Superstition and your mic
I just literally pulled the mic to my face and the whole thing
exploded.
I'll go get Dylan.
That's what I was joking about too. Is
you want me to go get him now to make sure it's tight?
Please, definitely, for sure, because there's nothing he enjoys more than taking care of the on-air personality's needs. Like that's the engineer's responsibility. Hi, it is time for Drew Garabo Live with John Senning.
Whoa!
I don't get to say that very often. Smoking. We're smoking up in here. Great show today. I enjoyed listening. I love when I catch your first segment. And I left the law offices of Fran Hosch at a very convenient time to drive over here to St. Petersburg. Got to hear my buddy on the radio talking about goats.
Who were the who's who at the Fran Hosch law offices today? I know that there can be a cavalcade of local celebrities around there.
Yeah, Titus O'Neil was pulling in as I left. It was a weird moment because he pulled in his Audi, very nice Audi. And he saw me and I saw him and he waved. So I thought it'd be rude, if I just walked to my car and left. So I stood there for a couple minutes, but I swear I stood there for 5 to 10 minutes and he was in his car with the engine running. and I was kind of thinking maybe he was either on a conversation with someone or did not want to get out of his car and talk to you.
He was big timing you, or he just was avoiding you.
I don't know.
Did you see he's going to be in a reality TV show?
Finding a woman.
I think it's Bravo.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
It's yeah.
I hope he finds a woman who is perfect for him. He's a great guy.
He won't talk to me.
Why's that?
I took over his Crunch endorsement.
I can see where they would want to go with you over him.
And that's the thing is they go with the hottest the hottest man in Tampa Bay at the time.
They told him out flat out, listen, your muscles are blacker, but they ain't bigger.
It's King's Court.
Huh.
Tyson Beckford, Carlos Boozer.
Carlos Boozer, former Duke University basketball star.
And Titus O'Neil, look for love in Bravo's new dating series, King's Court.
Okay. That's interesting.
But yeah, it could be. Well, a lot of drama follows Beckford, so.
Wait, who did you say? Yeah, Carlos Boozer is a NBA player, right?
Former NBA player, played for the Cavs, I think.
Love ball.
Some great ball last night. Bye-bye, Cavaliers.
Oh, damn, yeah.
OKC with the big second half comeback. I know you caught it.
Dude, Westbrook.
You still think it's rigged?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
100%. You can reach us and play Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy at 800-771-1025.
I heard somebody, I was watching some sports coverage the other day where they were digging into that debate. And did LeBron say something that led people to believe that he was insinuating that things are rigged?
Yes, about the NBA draft lottery.
Oh, that's what it was, with the laughy emojis.
Yeah.
And then people think that the draft was rigged when he got picked by the Cavs, right?
Which, clearly. How does Cleveland end up with the number one pick with all the odds stacked against them when he's the clear number one choice?
Yeah, that was my thought when I was watching the draft that year, which I always do.
And then the Magic getting the number one pick one year with Shaq, and then somehow ending up with the number one pick the next year to get Penny Hardaway.
What was the year? I was in Michigan, and I want to say No, that might have been the LeBron year. Because Orlando was up there, and so was Detroit, and Detroit got
Darko.
Darko, yeah. I was going to say Donnie Darko, but that's not his name.
Well, I called him that, but yeah, Donnie Darko Milicic. And that was the year that it was LeBron, Carmelo Anthony, and Darko. And I think Cleveland took LeBron, Detroit took Darko, and then somebody else took Carmelo Anthony.
So Darko went ahead of Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, Darko was a really cool dude, too. He played for the Magic for a couple years. He had dyed blonde hair, didn't have a big command of the English language, but he was a nice kid.
Yeah, he was nice. He never really he didn't work out very well.
No, he did not. Some of these guys, they're just tall. Like I was noticing that with Chet Holmgren for the Oklahoma City Thunder yesterday. The dude's like 7'2", odd-looking fellow, not too much athletic ability, but he won the genetic lottery by being born 7'2".
That's happened to my buddy Ryan Hoppy. He was drafted in the NBA draft.
Now that guy's got natural athletic talent.
He never played though. It just turned out he was tall.
Well, he will grind though.
Yeah, he's a grinder.
He's the kind of guy you need on your team. All right, so we have Jacob Jukebox Jeopardy to play today. We have John Sending from Sending Show. We have Maurice. My name is Drew Garabo, and it's damn great to have you there. Thanks to Sending Show for another phenomenal lead-in, and thanks to JP for leading into them, Johnny B for leading into JP, and the Mike Calta Show for starting the broadcast day off. After our program, please stick around for the one and only Ask Saddam. He's got like 9 judges.
Yeah, it's
all the judges.
Yeah. If you like being judged.
That man is connected.
He sure is.
Man, I mean, I don't want to say that if there was an Illuminati of Tampa Bay, he'd be in it, but he certainly would.
Well, he's very well respected in the courthouse, too. Like, when I'm down there, like, people...
Oh, yeah.
People are...
He literally seems to be a phone call away from every important person in the state of Florida.
We a good guy to know.
You think he's got Ronnie D in his phone?
No. But that's just a guess. Maybe he does. A man who does have Ronnie D on speed dial is Jacob 2 times.
Hey, Drew Garabo and Promo John and a cat named Mo. How are you doing?
We're doing pretty good. What's up with you, buddy?
Maurice and John Sending.
Well, listen. Drew Garabo, on May 29th, something's happening on May 29th. It's on a Thursday this year.
All right, hold on. I'm looking on my planner.
May 29th. Is that International Nacho Day?
Oh. No.
It
Garabo,
is.
You want to guess?
Nacho cheese.
I do know that it's the day that Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay became the first climbers to summit Mount Everest.
Oh.
Was that it?
Sherpa?
No, that's not it.
Okay. All staff luncheon in the Performance Theater from 11:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. Invitees include, everyone we work with.
Is that it? Are you going to be making a special appearance at the meeting?
Carlos is still on the list.
Well, guess what? Listen. It's going to be our 10-year anniversary of meeting, Drew Garabo. Can you believe that?
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. So the first time you came into the studio was May 29, 10 years ago.
Yep, 2015. Yeah, that's when I met you. And that's when I met Promo John in the parking lot and stuff like that. And I met Gio and
you don't think that Drew already knew that? Like he doesn't have a bunch of stuff planned for that day?
Thank you, John.
I mean,
appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to.
Okay. Well, because I might call in for that special anniversary show. You don't know yet.
Okay. Well, I certainly hope you will because we got a real extravaganza plan for you, buddy.
I mean, it's really taking everything I have to not spoil the fact that Seth's returning to the show that day. Oh, sorry. I meant boy. My bad.
Weird reactions to my physically just.
And it's also going to be a year ago on May 29th that I got to talk to Kayla, Drew Garabo. Can you believe that?
She texted me yesterday.
Is she in? I keep forgetting. Is she here?
It's funny. I think she's going to be here. She and I are crossing paths because she works in the city where I'm going to see Sergil Simpson on Saturday.
Oh, so she's living in
Georgia, I think.
Oh, that's a. Wow.
Yeah, but she's coming down here as we're going up there, so we're going to cross like ships in the night. We'll probably meet at a Buc-ee's or something.
What was the?
What was what?
I was trying to fire up old school bone beef. Was there a thing with Kayla working with you that was like a problem? Am I misremembering something? No. Did you and Kayla have beef?
Johnny B.
No,
You
Johnny
might be
B.
thinking of Johnny
Yeah,
B.
No, I thought there was something that with like Kayla and Jared and your show in the early days where like there was a beef amongst.
No.
Is something tantalizing you a little bit?
Yeah, there's something there. There was a situation where maybe she needed a production room or something.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
It ain't have nothing to do with me.
Oh, it did. You were at the center.
Yeah,
of it.
you were starting all
Yeah,
up.
no,
Yeah,
no,
for sure.
No.
no. It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah.
I just remember you were at the center of it. Lots of trouble, including Kayla.
Stop it.
I was very defensive
Were
of
you-
Kayla.
That's what it was.
Yes, that's-
no. Kayla was doing when the Cat Named Mo show first started on Saturdays. They let me have Kayla in.
Drew didn't like it.
because no, Drew did not. Drew was instrumental in me getting that show. So
Right.
yeah, no. I think though at one point after like maybe 2 months, I was like, you know what? Because I'm like that. I'm like, we should call it the Cat Named Mo and Kayla show.
Okay.
And then I think Drew said, all right, let's pump the
Oh,
brakes.
there we go. I knew there was
No.
something.
Oh, no,
right? I
no,
knew there
no,
was
no.
something.
And then the next thing I know, they gave me Jared.
I knew it. I knew there was
guess
something.
what?
right
Guess what?
below
A
the
cat
surface.
named Mo.
But listen,
Hey.
Fake news.
He didn't say it. I don't think it went down in any nefarious way or anything. And I could completely understand it. And it was fine.
It was good for her brand.
Yeah, he
No,
probably
yeah.
fired off
He
a text and said, like, that bitch mine.
Well, he was loaning me her,
Yeah.
and then I tried to renegotiate the deal.
You co-opted her.
You know what?
Yeah.
A Cat Named Mo, to me, it did sound like a Cat Named Mo and Kayla show. You know?
It did.
Don't pretend like you ever listened to that show, Jacob.
I did. Except for the time when Roger and JP came on the air one Saturday and messed me up. Hello, because I was expecting a Cat Named Mo and Kayla to be there.
Very
That was when they
sassy.
did their demo show.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that and going, no, they can't hire these New Yorkers. These guys are going to lose us our license.
I just remember the early Roger and JP days were
Raunchy.
They were
Super
hard.
raunchy.
They got. I told him this. I think when he was in town, they got Big Kev fired from running the board. He was supposed to be the new board op, and he was going to be the guy. He could have been the Monica or the whoever that was running the board for them. And then they did a bit. They did a segment on a cookbook that involved.
Seaman?
Yes. They did.
That's a medical
no,
term.
it is. They did a cookbook where all the recipes included that.
Yeah.
And then I think they also a caller maybe dropped an S-bomb maybe.
Oh.
And there were multiple things that led it to be the last time that Kevin ever ran the board.
So Kevin got the heat for
Yeah,
it.
he was
Yep.
the ombudsman.
Yep, he was he never left promotions after that.
Man, that is some way to indoctrinate yourself to a new market. Like, hey, how you doing, everybody? We're going to be talking about cooking with.
Well, hey, look at it. It seems to have worked out.
I mean, yeah, they're still
Somebody
here.
will say that about me one day.
I would never say that about you, Promo John. Never. I would never say that.
You wouldn't say that it's working out with John here at the radio station?
Hey, guess what?
What?
Now, I'm not so sure if Promo John was listening to this, but Mo, I remember when you and JoJo were talking about cleaning up the toilets. I remember that. Were you listening then, Promo John, or what?
No, I wasn't. I was actually mortified by that.
Yeah, Don doesn't like toilet
Yeah,
talk.
it was again. I think last week. I highlighted the fact that when Mo did step in that day, that he dumped out of the intro song and called it the wrong show.
Yeah.
But since you brought it up, they then proceeded to do an hour of toilet talk. So
Mo's going to do Mo's show. Mo doesn't give a damn what he's filling in for.
it was so egregious that
Yeah.
they're changing the entire schedule of the radio station
Yeah.
every time somebody takes a day off. That we have a whole new lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't let
Yep, I know, right?
Run rampant any longer. Things got to change. Jacob, let's
Come
find
on, man.
a
Come
couple
on,
of
man.
contestants
I-
and play a little Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy, shall we?
I love messing with a cat named Mo. You know that, right, Drew Garabo?
I do.
Do you think that Jacob found out yet?
Found out what, John?
They, I think you read about it. It was in the trades that Flying Brian and Brunch with Britt, they're no longer on the air anymore.
What?
Yeah, they cut them today.
Yeah, they did literally like minutes
Yeah.
before we hit the airwaves.
Budget cuts.
It was just,
The radio's tough, man. But yeah, you're never gonna hear them again.
I'm sorry, Jacob, but sorry.
Oh, man. Tell me, Promo John, did this really happen
It's a
today?
brutal
Yeah,
business.
it's we've
Brutal
been
business.
around it a lot. You know, you just never.
Yeah, survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Why are you laughing?
Okay.
What is going
God,
on
how
here?
dare you? Heartless.
Wow. After all Britt's done for
well,
you.
because
I know.
Promo
Those
John,
big
listen,
bosoms.
Promo John, you broke my heart, man. You broke my heart, man, by saying they let Brittany go. Come on,
And Flying
man.
Brian.
Oh, yeah, don't forget him, too. Sure you're going to miss him also.
Yep.
Anyways,
All right, so let's move on. Here we go. Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy, everybody. Hi there. Who are you?
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim. You here to play Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy?
I am.
Jacob, by the way, we're only kidding about brunch with Britt. Fine, Brian. That didn't really happen.
Promo John, it's funny,
Yes.
man.
how crazy would it have been? Because what, were you on with him this morning?
No. I was not on with them this morning, but I did tune in Monday morning, and I did hear a best of show. So
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it could have been true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they still put you on?
no. Sometimes I call in there when they're doing the best of shows, thinking that they're live when they're not. You know.
Oh, sure. When's the last time you were on the air on another radio show other than ours? Who else put you on?
I know sometimes like Orlando will put me on Wild 94.1 sometimes.
We love him. That's
yeah,
good.
and I know that you are running on a commercial over there.
Yeah.
Which feels like an
Yep.
issue with our property.
Come on, Promo John.
Hey, Jacob,
I
be
love it.
1,000% honest with us. If Sweet Meredith said to you, Jakey, baby Jakey, I love you so much, but it really hurts my heart that you call in for Drew Garabo Live every week. I want you to be just mine and mine alone. So if you want to keep calling me and hearing my sweet voice and thinking about my beautiful body, my gorgeous face, and my flaxen hair.
Drew Garabo, she would never say that to
Saying
me.
hypothetically,
Come on now, man.
hypothetically, if she did make that deal with you, Sophie's choice, what would you do? Would you forego this radio program in order to speak with Kiss Mew?
I don't know.
After
because
all we've done
guys
for
are
you,
on
you'd
in the
even think
afternoon.
about that? You would even consider it? We give you this game every week, Jacob. What do they do for you over there?
Come on, Drew Garabo. Hey,
Now
Drew
we know what
Garabo,
he's really all about.
God, you're all about the punani, aren't you? Like, I'm sorry I don't have big...
Come on,
big
man. I know you're
bosoms.
messing with me. I know it.
Maybe I am, but maybe it also hurts that you would even think about quitting us if Meredith, Sweet Meredith, said that she didn't want you coming on here anymore, which she wouldn't do that, but still, she might.
No. She would never do that. She would never do that. By the way, I just talked to Rich Ortiz on Monday. Can you believe that? Rich answers the phone over there for them.
I was going to ask you who that was.
So what is Monday your special day where you just call all the radio stations? What have you been doing on Tuesday?
Because they were called weekdays.
Oh, well, let's see here. Today I win two. You want to go first,
Today's
Drew
Wednesday.
Garabo, and then you want to go a
Wednesday.
cat named Mo.
No. Where'd you go?
I went to the YMCA today.
You have a little bite to eat?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you ate at the Y. That is so awesome.
No. I didn't eat at the Y. I went out to eat today. I went to Chick-fil-A today, and I got the market salad. Their market salad is good, Drew Garabo.
Market salad. Very interesting.
Sounds-
Greg Wolf sent me a Chick-fil-A wrap from a couple of years ago.
Oh, dude, yeah, he sent that to me too.
Oh my God!
Did you play it?
No, I've been playing it on my phone.
I think I had a dream that you played it.
Really?
Something like that, because I remember him sending it to me and thinking that I was gonna play it, and then I thought to myself, you must have been playing something else the other day. But
Maybe.
I thought when I tuned in, it was the Chick-fil-A
Dude,
rap.
it's so good. Like this
It's-
guy is.
It shouldn't have went away the way that it did. It was in a moment in time. It's so good.
My name is Jeremy. How can I help you today? Welcome to heaven. Ooh, yeah, I mean Chick-fil-A.
It's a Chick-fil-A employee.
Table, smiling like a fool. Sorry if I'm awkward. I was homeschooled. Hey, you don't have to bow your head. Nah. You don't have to pray for your food. Nah. Had a Bible study in the back. We already pray for you. Pre-blessed. It is my pleasure to serve you. Hey, it is my pleasure to serve you. Hey, we're serving the chicken the Lord's way, unless it's a Sunday. My pleasure to serve you. It is my pleasure to serve you. Hey, it is my pleasure to serve you. We're serving.
Dude, and then at the end of the video where he's carrying a kid out of a burning fire, like it really, God, it's amazing.
Chick-fil-A, they must have not put out a cease and desist. I mean,
Yeah.
he's in a Chick-fil-A uniform.
Sure.
I think that they should have released that as a major commercial.
Absolutely, they should have.
I think-
Their chicken's pre-blessed.
I think they kind of, everybody knows it's the Lord's way, but I don't know necessarily that they want to like it to be the main thing.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't think they'd be too upset about it. Jim, thank you for silently vibing with us, man. Appreciate that. What category would you say would be your fort?
I would say like 90s rock.
Okay, pick a year. You got 10 to choose from.
98.
1998 rock. Okay.
That's a hell of a year.
I don't like 98 rock. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, man, why not, Drew Garabo? Come on, man.
That's a radio station. I just
Oh,
can't.
trust me, he knows. That's what he meant.
No, yeah, that's right.
He was like, "Don't make fun of the big rig, man."
I was going to
Come
say,
on.
they still got Riggy over there.
That's
I met
my
him.
buddy.
Met him a couple of years ago. He's a
Yeah.
nice guy. Real nice guy. All right. 1998 rock. Jacob, are you ready? Jacob, are you ready? Jacob, are you? Jim, you're still there, right?
Still here?
Jacob?
Is it there?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Jacob?
Oh no.
Jacob?
Oh no. Is this a joke? Is this
Jacob, are you giving us a silent treatment? It's a Richard.
I don't think he's got the dedication to the bit to stay silent this long.
No.
Serving the chicken the Lord's way, unless it's a Sunday, my pleasure to serve you. Would you like perfectly crafted and
Drew
drafted?
Garabo.
What the heck?
Where'd you go?
I'm right here, Drew Garabo.
What was that all about?
Did you mute us? Did you mute yourself?
No.
Did somebody get muted?
No. No,
You
no,
start
no, no, no,
muting,
no.
we start shooting.
Why are
I
you?
was talking to you guys and stuff like that, and I said, yes, I am ready. I am still here, Drew Garabo.
Okay.
We didn't hear any of
Yeah,
that.
I don't know what happened. Anyway, 1998 rock. Are you ready, Jacob?
Yes, I'm ready, Drew Garabo.
Are you ready, Jim?
Sure. Yes.
All right. Artist and title in 3, 2, 1.
Jacob. Jim,
Jacob.
Iris the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yes, that is Goo Goo Dolls. Iris, sorry,
Oh,
Jim.
damn.
No Metallica tickets for you. I was going to take the pair that John had to give away tomorrow. 800-771-1025. Good afternoon, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
This is Nick.
Nick, how are we doing today, bud?
I'm doing good. How are you all?
Excellent. Nick, become a regular caller to the show. Started things off last week. Things got very contentious between the two of us.
Between you and Nick?
Yeah, because
what was it about?
I remember now, Nick. I was trying to pitch a topic, and he called right away, and he just wanted to talk about the Perfect Circle show.
Yeah.
And so I ripped him a new one and told him like it was just a bunch of people who couldn't get laid there.
And then-
God forbid he
was
should
that
want to have
was
like,
that before you knew that you were going?
Yeah, no, I knew I was going.
Oh, okay.
And then we got into it, but then he called the next day, and we're cool.
How did that make you feel, Nick?
Let's not go into
when
feelings.
when Drew said that about your favorite
He's
band
still
ever.
calling, John. He's still calling the show.
I was happy actually. It made me feel good.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're
Some people are gluttons for punishment like that.
Yeah, they're damaged people.
And Nick, before we get into the song, the GOAT question from today's sending show.
Oh God.
The what is it? Which would you rather Wednesday?
Would you rather? Yes.
Pitch him, John.
Would you rather? I'm sorry, Jacob has to hear this.
Oh yeah.
Would you rather make love to a goat and nobody would ever know about it, or not make love to the goat and everybody you've ever known thinks you did?
That is a hard one.
That's what the GOAT said.
Let everybody think I did, as
That's
long as
right.
I didn't have to do it.
My man, that's what I'm talking about. That is the answer that I wanted to hear right there because, the other choice, you're a goat banger.
Yeah.
Have
No
you
one
ever
wants to
heard
be a goat banger.
Have you ever heard the saying "perception is reality"?
Oh,
It,
I have.
it absolutely is,
Yeah.
and to the world you would be. I mean, ultimately you have to lay your head on the pillow at night and conquer your own demons. But
You just got to flip it. You got to own it. Yeah, you got to make it something to be. Yeah, you got to 45 it. Yeah.
is that the way? Is that what
45
you
and
do it?
47.
Yeah, I banged the goat.
Sometimes you got to grab life by the horn.
Yeah, exactly.
so to speak.
Yeah.
Nick, you're a great caller. Jacob, which one would you choose?
Don't do it, Jacob. Jacob, don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay. I would choose the GOAT.
Oh,
My man.
Your man's a goat.
That's what I would choose. You know why I would choose the GOAT, Drew Garabo? Because my buddy Promo John said it. That's why.
There you go. Follow him down to Go Bangin' Boulevard. That sounds like a
That's the thing.
street I don't
you know
want
what?
to live on.
I'm gonna just be moving on with my life with a tormented mind while you struggle every day for the rest of your life. When people look at you, you'll feel that. You'll feel the pain of every relationship you've ever known.
You're right. I would absorb the scorn and ire of others who think I am a goat banger rather than having to look myself in the mirror every day as I get ready for it going, hey, there's a goat banger.
The thing is, too, that we didn't just straight up touch on, you'd lose your job.
Not necessarily.
No, you absolutely would. Per the parameters of the actual question, everybody thinks that is true. So you think that Cox Media Group, a large, respectable corporation with the Apollo Group as their mothership, would somehow be able to make peace with a man who committed bestiality working on their airwaves?
I would say there is a precedent set of egregious acts that would not necessarily cost people their jobs with this company and maybe even this radio station. So I could outline that banging a goat wouldn't even crack the top 10.
The other thing is think. You can't fire somebody based upon what you think they did.
You can in Florida. It's a right to work state.
Oh,
yeah.
And once it hits WFLA, it's game over. Once the first story runs, it's
they would be the first ones.
But no,
to pick it up.
you'd have a hell of a podcast.
I Didn't Bang a Goat by Drew Garabo.
Exactly.
Nick, what category of music would you say would be your forte when it comes to besting Jacob 2 times?
Definitely 70s rock, classic rock. If I got to pick a year, maybe 77.
All right. You sound like such a young cat. Are you not?
I'm 30.
Okay.
But
you are.
That's my music.
All right. 1977 classic rock it is. Jacob, you ready?
I'm ready, Drew Garabo. Do the dishes, Robert, or you're not going home.
Love it so much. All right, Nick. All right, Jacob. Here we go. It is 1977 classic rock. Artist and title. Oh, damn it. Can't play that one. Artist and title in 3, 2, 1. Nick.
Yesterday by the Beatles? No, that ain't right.
That ain't right.
What?
That was the 60s.
That ain't right, boy.
That ain't right. Jacob?
Oh, my God.
Jacob.
Amy.
Bye.
Amy. Bye.
What
What you want to do?
I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer.
Paul McCartney.
What is with you Beatles heads?
Yeah.
Pure Prairie League, Amy. Here is your next song.
Wait, who is it?
Pure Prairie
Oh,
League.
I didn't know.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
I didn't know who that was either.
All right, 1977 in 3, 2, 1. Oh, a song.
Oh, beautiful.
People smile and tell me I'm the lucky one.
Jacob.
Jim Croce.
Oh, man.
Incorrect.
Dude, oh, man. Jacob, you're losing your touch.
Anything,
there.
Nick?
Oh, dear. That's not John Denver.
It's not. It's Kenny Loggins' Danny's song with Messina. I chose it because Sarah does a beautiful version of that in karaoke.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. The Anne Murray version.
Dude, I came up so hard on Loggins and Messina. Loggins and Messina was absolutely one of the most played albums in our house.
Dude, the Kenny Loggins scene from Four Seasons, what he's
dude, that's great. That's really good.
Freaking hilarious. All right, losers, here's your last song.
Losers.
In 3, 2.
You're funny, Drew Garabo.
Thank you. In 3, 2, 1.
Maybe.
Oh, I never knew there was that at the beginning.
All right now, baby.
All right, throwing that one out. That's
that like
not
a
how the
different
song
version or
starts. Yeah, I guess so. It's just stupid.
Oh,
All right, here we go.
no.
This one's for John's dad.
Nick. Peter Frampton, do you feel like we do?
Is absolutely correct.
What the heck,
Your
Jacob?
dad was a Frampton guy,
Oh,
right?
big Frampton guy.
Thought so.
Honestly, Frampton and
Live
Loggins
version,
Messina,
no, dude,
those would be.
I don't know these songs, and Nick picked these, so I don't know any of these songs, man.
Sorry, Jacob.
Hang on, Nick. One more. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
It's Crawford.
Hey, Crawford. How we doing today?
I'm all right. I don't have any Is there a game going on? I'm sorry, I stepped away from the.
That's okay. What did you call for?
A right to work state. It's just unions. That's all that really means. Like, you can't be made to join a union to work.
It also means they can terminate you for just about any reason.
I don't think so.
Dude, Crawford,
actually,
you got a real interesting way about you.
Terrible energy.
How many people have you killed in your life,
right?
Crawford?
Like I picture you living alone in a hovel somewhere. Like,
it's funny. I'm quite the opposite.
I doubt that very highly. You're lying to us. Right to work is a state that prohibits employees from being required or to join or support a union.
Yeah, that's just what Crawford said.
As a condition of employment. But I mean, I think because of no unions, that means that Florida can terminate you here for any reason.
No, they still need a reason to terminate.
Can a right to work state fire you for any reason? People also ask. Employment without a specific term is at will, meaning either employee or employer can terminate it without notice or reason at any time unless there's a contract stating otherwise. I accept your apology, Crawford.
But I think that goes.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Drew Garabo Live.
I was calling to play the game.
Hell yeah, you were. Let's go. By the way, the Joe just tweeted, Nick didn't get it right. He said, do you feel like we do? Not do you feel like I do? The name of the song is Do You Feel Like We Do?
Yeah,
I always thought it was Do You Feel Like I Do? But it's Do You Feel Like We Do? That's the name of the song. All right, sir. What is your category of choice?
Sound like Joe Biden.
I'll go with music 1993.
Music 1993. Okay, because we're going to go films and literature.
Any music. Wow.
That's fine. Films and literature. Yeah, that'll work.
Do you prefer rock? Do you prefer disco of 93? Soul, R&B?
I prefer rock.
Okay,
Keep the thing going here.
1993 rock. Best of rock.
Nice,
all right.
Crawford.
Okay, here we go. All right. Gentlemen, ready?
Yes, we're ready.
1993 rock. In 3, 2, 1. Jacob.
No way.
No way.
He got it.
Come Undone. That's Duran Duran.
Wow, my God. That is absolutely correct. That's a deep cut and a beautiful song by...
and late, probably,
yeah,
right?
93 was one of their last hits.
Wow.
Thanks for the call, man. Jacob, thank you, buddy. We love you to death.
Who would have thought? That was your shining moment of the day, Jacob.
I won't forget to call you guys on my 10-year anniversary.
And don't
I
forget.
won't forget it.
And don't forget, when you go into your local JC Subs in Brandon, ask for them to two-time it for double meat for only 50 cents. That's JC Subs, owned by Jacob Two Times.
And I can't wait to talk to you guys on May the 29th through Bravo for my special call-in show.
Speak with you on the 21st, which would be a week from today. But
what's that day, anyways? The 29th?
I don't know. I think it was the day that Kayla went on Mo's show.
Oh yeah, no.
All right. Thank you, Jake. We love you, buddy.
I love you too, guys.
How excited are you for your tuna trip?
I'm getting really, really excited. I'm always weird with trips, and I compartmentalize to where they don't feel real until they get very, very close. So this morning I started figuring out how we're going to get to the airport and everything, and it's starting to feel very real. So
tuna, do tell.
I'm going tuna fishing next Monday and Tuesday. We're staying in a place called, I actually found out the exact spot. It's Paradiso Key, which is just outside of Pensacola. It's a key outside of Pensacola. And then, yes, we're going out deep sea fishing for yellowfin tuna.
Oh, that's some great tuna.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping that I come back with enough tuna to share with everyone. But the real secret is, I'm not sure if you heard me mention it earlier. So Sunday, our flight leaves at 6 a.m. We get there at 6:40, and we technically have no fishing plans or any plans on that day. So the main concern is that day is going to be filled with God knows what.
Oh my
God!
Then you're not going to make it.
And then the turnaround to be on the boat first thing Monday morning.
So wait, you guys are flying to Pensacola?
Yeah, it's a 40-minute flight. We'll be there in 40 minutes. Flying on an airline I've never heard of before either.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's you and Mike Allstott?
It's me, Mike Allstott, Rich, Alex, and then two more gentlemen who I don't know personally, but I probably will by the end of the weekend.
What a good group of dudes.
Yeah, Silver Airways is the it's a flamingo. You know anything about them?
I know Silver Airways, yeah.
What are they all about? Am I safe?
They look up to Frontier. How do they do it?
Yeah. Is it going to be a little plane, you think?
They're pink. They're twin birds.
Oh,
they got
so it's going to be
properties. Yeah, the twin properties.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's it. He's got it 100%.
Shaking.
Yeah,
I can do anything for 40 minutes.
Man, deep sea fishing is just something that you could pay me $1,000 and I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
You've never done it?
I've been out. I don't know what would be considered like the deepest of deep sea. I went out off of New Jersey once with Danielle's dad and his friends, and I think we were technically deep sea fishing. It was very rough. It was very rocky. So that's the other thing is I cannot be the guy who gets sick. So I gotta like Dramamine up
only
and
5, 6 years.
Yeah. So if I can't be the guy who's like puking all over the place.
My dad, I was probably 13, 14 years old, and my dad had a company outing at Port Canaveral on a deep sea fishing trip, and so he wanted me to go with him, which was strange. And I went, and like the farther out you go, the bigger the waves get, and then when you can't see the horizon anymore, and the boat starts going like that, so I'm starting to feel queasy. And I'm trying to hold it together, 13, 14, trying to hold it together. And all of a sudden I look and this grown man blows chunks over the railing.
Which immediately made
as soon as it was like Stand By Me. As soon as he did that and the smell wafted to my nose, I spent the rest of the time in the left clean just absolutely puking my guts out. I finally, after an hour or two, stagger back. My mom had made tuna fish sandwiches.
Oh, my God.
And I thought that eating would somehow made it better, so I ate a half a tuna sandwich, and then I spent the rest of the time throwing up.
The secret is going to be not going into that Monday morning departure hungover from the day before. When we get there at 7 a.m. and we have the whole day to do nothing but
what is there to do in Pensacola or Perdido Key?
I guess there's kind of a world famous bar that they've been talking about called Florabama, which is right technically. I think the bar might be split between the Florida Alabama line, and I mean that's
dude, yeah, you're not walking out of there hammered.
Right, and then so that's the thing is that let's just say that on my healthiest day it would be tough to stay not with some motion sickness. So if I go into the boat with a little bit of a hangover, so it's going to be the key of pacing myself. It's going to be the key of the whole trip.
I hope that you will document a lot of this on social media.
I will. I was thinking about that this morning. I'm really going to try and unless I'm put on any sort of embargo by anybody involved, I will I'll document as much as I can.
Well, have a blast, and don't worry about the disruption you're causing here at the radio station.
Yeah, I do apologize to everybody who works here. New schedule. You would think, I would imagine they would want us talking about that, which I haven't said anything yet.
I go back and forth whether they would want us or not, but like now we have this new protocol to encourage us to take mindful days off. And by that I mean not to take days off, where if John can't be there, JP will be going 11 until 2, and we'll be doing 2 to 7. And then when JP can't be there, which I believe is next
Friday, I'll be doing 11 to 2.
And then we'll be doing 2 to 7.
Yes.
And then if you'd like to do the crossover hour, we can do that 1 to 2. And if you don't want to, we don't have to.
And then if you ever are
what happens if
again,
I can't make it? Am I just not allowed to take days off?
Then I do 2 to 6. Oh. Then I do 2 to 6, and JP does 11 to 2.
Oh. Well, I'll try not to take days.
No, feel free, please.
I got one coming up for the Run the Jewels show in a couple of weeks.
Mark me in.
Sweet. Hang tight. Setting show is over, and we're gonna come back. I had something else planned, which was kind of heavier. But do you guys, when you were growing up, were there super early morning shows that you would not set your alarm for, but like you would look forward to waking up? And I'm talking like 6 a.m., 6:30.
Dude, Power Rangers started at 6:30. That Yonkers, I think it was Yonkers, where it was a cat that was a cop cartoon, started at 6, and we would snuggle into the couch around 6, and then Power Rangers would start at 6:30.
Dude, I used to watch the Ed Allen show. He was a workout guy, and it was like he was on the beach in Hawaii. I don't know why, but I would wake up super early, and I would watch the Ed Allen show because he came on right before Inspector Gadget. And I loved Inspector Gadget was at 6:30 a.m.
Dude, Inspector Gadget's the man.
Like, can't miss that. But Eric Deggans, who used to write locally, just posted about one that was on here on WTOG 44. And we'll tell you what it is next. Thank you, John Senning.
Thank you.
Stick around.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
275 south at Hillsborough around Ashley Drive. Expect a bit of a delay due to two vehicles blocking the right shoulder. An incident, meanwhile, northbound 275 past Sly Avenue, backing up traffic almost to the I-4 interchange. Dale Mabry northbound at Euclid Avenue has a crash, backing you up to Fair Oaks Avenue or thereabouts. About a 10-minute delay eastbound I-4 approaching I-75 and Mango Road. Back stop and go to 301. Hillsborough Avenue running parallel, congested itself at Falkenberg. Larger delay than usual southbound 275 at Pinellas Point and beyond. Back to 38th Avenue. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
After you've been injured at no fault of your own, you shouldn't be stuck footing the medical bills or dealing with lost wages. Farah and Farah's accident attorneys are here to make it easy. Contact Farah and Farah, 1-800-500-5555, farahandfarah.com. Make it a Farah fight, Tampa.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Beautify your home by going to rbafla.com and taking advantage of Renewal by Anderson's Window of Opportunity Savings event. You buy 2 windows or patio doors, get the third for 60% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Renewal by Anderson is awesome. rbafla.com. License number CGC 1527613. rbafla.com.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest tariff-free new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0.9% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable. Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Mike Kelter for Lifeguard Imaging. If you've been on the fence about getting scanned, listen up, because this is the biggest offer Lifeguard has ever made for Bone listeners. Now through May 31st, when you sign up for their legacy program, you can get a second membership for your spouse, a friend, or someone you care about for 50% off. So what's Lifeguard Imaging's legacy program? Great question. It's the ultimate preventative care plan that sets you up for annual scans year after year, so you can catch changes in your body often before symptoms even show up. Just like women get mammograms every year, this is your way to monitor your whole body for cancer, heart disease, and more. Remember, friends, early detection saves lives. And here's a scary fact. In 30% of heart attacks, the first symptom, death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high accuracy, low dose CT scans to detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer early when they're most treatable. If something's wrong, you'll know and you can act fast. This offer is huge, but it's only good through May 31st. So sign up for Lifeguard Legacy Program and get one for your spouse or friend for 50% off. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with 0 down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit CrownHyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us, But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Life is busy. Luckily, Racetrack's here to keep you on track every day.
Running around and the time makes you nervous. Are you still a mom or just a taxi service?
With ice-cold drinks, hot pizza, freshly ground coffee, and even Swirl World frozen yogurt for the kids.
The schedule is packed with things that they have to do. But with so much to choose from, you'll find something for you.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
Racetrack's gonna get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. From social media to the evening news, everyone is talking about the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect time to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? The time is now during the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event. What does that mean for you, you might ask? You pay exactly what a Ford employee pays across a full line of trucks and SUVs. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. You need to go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that beautiful brand new showroom on US 19 in Clearwater, and you can always check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America, and make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Mobile service is here at Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you at your home or office. That means you can save even more time and money with your next service experience with no more wait times. We'll come at your convenience to your home or office. Then we'll perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. See just how easy and convenient it can be for yourself. Schedule a mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm Country.
See dealer for complete details.
O'Reilly. You need parts? We got parts. Product availability? Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Get one free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select brake pads for $10 more, or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or import direct pads for just $20. Offer in-store only. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Summer should be full of possibilities, not hunger. We're proud to support Cereal for Summer with Feeding Tampa Bay and 10 Tampa Bay. Join us and help provide healthy breakfast throughout Tampa Bay. For details and ways to help, go to cerealforsummer.org.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Do rain or bugs have your car looking dirty? Well, Bubble Down Car Wash has you covered. They offer longer wash tunnels, powerful vacuums, and the friendliest staff. Check out BubbleDown.com to find a Bubble Down Car Wash location near you.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Weather forecast pretty much locked in right into the weekend and really beyond that. Clear skies overnight tonight, mild in the mid-70s. Lots of sunshine on Thursday, highs in the low 90s. Sun and heat into next week.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
I've seen Jesus play with flames in a lake of fire. I was standing there. Met the devil in Seattle. Spent 9 months inside the lion's den. Met Buddha yet another time. He showed me a glowing light within. But I swear that God is there every time I go to the eyes of my best friend.
cannot wait to see this dude on Saturday in Alpharetta, Georgia. From the very second I heard the first note that he sang, I just knew there was something about Sturgill Simpson. I've listened to both of his podcasts when he was on with Rogan, 2.5 hours each time. Fascinating man. Defies genres, but they call him outlaw country. Psychedelic country. A little deeper than your average country fare, in my opinion. And Sarah and I are going to go drive up to Georgia to see him on Saturday. This song is a beautiful, beautiful ditty about a theory that the earth is atop a giant turtle. I think it has its basis in Hindu philosophy. And then that turtle is on top of another turtle, and it's turtles all the way down. The song is called Turtles All the Way Down. Then again, it might make you go insane. I'll get to your calls in a second. I promise. 800-771-1025. I had an exchange with this cat on Twitter 2 days ago. It just made me think about how, and I was talking to our big boss, Jason Meter, about this today. Probably the greatest part of this job, quote unquote, it's not really a job. I mean, we have to show up and they pay us, so by definition it's a job, but it is certainly not work, is that I get to share what has happened in my life and hopefully provide inspiration or comfort for your life. I love mixing it up. I love taking controversial opinions. I love yelling at people. Sometimes I love heated debates. I like to make people laugh. I like juvenile humor for sure. But above and beyond all of that, the opportunity for you to hear my voice if you're going through some crap and to find something to hope for is incredible. And I was thinking about this the other night as this guy tweeted me that he was just embarking upon his cancer journey. I think he said he had stage 3 colon cancer, if I'm not mistaken. And he asked if I had any guidance for him. And indeed I do. Having been through what I went through and having wrestled with whether or not I wanted to bring it to the airwaves in the first place, I just feel like I have such an opportunity to kind of share what I went through. And he said, my name is, I don't know if he wants it. Well, I mean, he's on Twitter publicly. My name is Jonathan. I've listened to you since Orlando. That's like 1995. I'm 46, going to get colon cancer removed tomorrow. This is the start of my journey, but I want you to know your story keeps me positive. Keep doing good. It really helps. And there are probably 100 Jonathans out there that'll never tweet, 1,000 Jonathans out there that'll never call. You might have been diagnosed today or earlier this week. Your mom might be diagnosed next week. A relative of yours might have it. And I just hope that you can hear this show hosted by someone who went through the fight and didn't let it beat me, that you will beat whatever obstacle is in front of you. Mental health, physical health, anxiety, depression, etc. You lived through all of that to be here today to listen to this program. Again, I like to create an environment of debating news issues. Certainly yesterday we had a very passionate debate about the way that child sex abuse gets reported when it comes to church officials doing it versus the LGBTQ community. And we had some very heated conversations where I definitely got in some asses and some people got into me, and I love that stuff. I'll drive home thinking about it like, man, it's so great to provoke that kind of energy from people. But above and beyond all of that, I hope you know that this show is more about gratitude, perspective, and inspiration than anything else. Now let's get into early Saturday morning and Sunday morning shows. Eric Deggans tweeted about Ultraman. Do you remember Ultraman?
I remember Ultraman. Yes, I do.
Dude, Ultraman came on. I think it came on. We got 44 in Orlando for some reason. I have no idea why we got WTOG 44 in Orlando, but for some reason we did. Ultraman came on at like 6:05 in the morning, and it was like I always love those old Godzilla movies that are in black and white,
right?
And the dubbed English is like, "We must go now to the laboratory. Godzilla is coming." and Ultraman was about just your average Japanese businessman, worked a regular factory job, but I think he had like a pill in his ring that when things got bad, like a giant sea turtle is invading the city of Tokyo, he could just pop that pill and he would turn into like this huge monstrosity, like 75 feet tall.
Yes,
There's Ultraman.
Yeah. Yes.
No one ever was like, hey, where'd Wang go? He's fighting that big turtle. That is what I think of when I think of waking up super mega early for television programs.
I haven't thought about Ultraman since I saw it.
Oh, so great.
Yeah, it was.
He'd shoot those beams out by going like that. Good afternoon. Who are you?
Hey, this is Sean.
Hey, Sean. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I just wanted to give you guys a little advice on that seasickness problem you think you might have.
Oh, yeah. I don't have a problem with it. I'm not going out on a boat ever again. But maybe, John Senning will hear this and maybe, get a little Dramamine for his Mamamine.
So what I can tell you from taking charter trips over the years, I used to have a 46-foot boat, used to take guys out fishing. On the rough days, you got to drink alcohol in the morning. I'd send them out with 2 Bloody Marys with a floater on top, and by the time we got to the inlet, they were half in the bag, and we never got anybody sick, not once.
I'm trying to think back to my days when I would go on cruises, and there might be something to that because the days when you start drinking right away, I don't think you get seasick as long as you stay drunk. If you sober up, you're in trouble. But if you just keep drinking, then you'll probably be okay. So our advice to John Senning then is don't stop drinking. Wake up, start drinking, and just don't stop.
And the Bodine and the other one, all they do is throw your equilibrium off, which is the same thing alcohol does. So you might as well have fun and not be sleepy.
Hell yeah. Thank you. 800-771-1025. Oh, my God.
That's all I'm doing.
You get me on a boat,
drinking.
the first thing I'm doing is having a Miami Vice. Hello, who are you?
This is Patty. How you doing, Drew?
Holy crap. Someone was just asking about you last week, Patricia. You sound amazing.
Oh, well, I'm not that great. I just got through with breast cancer.
Well, you survived, right?
I survived, yay. I had a right mastectomy.
Oh.
And, I'm doing all right now. So who asked about me, do you know?
Oh, just a caller who loved hearing your voice on the radio. Many people do, much like myself. And gosh, you sound so lucid and energetic and vivacious. I don't know that I've ever heard you like this before, Patty. You sound amazing.
Really? Well, thank you very much. And how are you feeling lately?
Lately, I've been feeling pretty damn great. I'm not going to lie. I struggle with right dietary choices. I love really good food that is really bad for you. So I've been trying to make sensible choices. A lot of chicken, a lot of fish. This afternoon at Fran Hosh's office. Ooh, bone bonus keyword of the day. This afternoon at Fran Hosh's office, they had catering there from Panera, Patty.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I know. And so I thought, well, geez, this is going to be temptation, right? I mean, brownies and cookies and sandwiches. So I grabbed my plate, and then I looked at the Fantastics, 10 to 12 of the most attractive females you'll ever see in your entire life. And I thought, I'm not going to feel good about eating a brownie and feeling fat in front of all these young, hot girls. So it motivated me to make really good choices, Patty. And instead, I just ate my salad and then came to work. So I'm feeling pretty damn good. Thank you.
Great. And how's Sarah?
She's awesome. Thank you. She completed training to be a death doula. It is a fascinating.
Wow.
I know it is.
I know.
Oh, you know what death doula is?
Yes. Isn't that to help women have babies?
Well, that's a doula. So a death doula does for someone at the end of life what a doula does for someone at the beginning of life. We need to retrain the way we view death. We celebrate birth, right? We bring someone into the world, and it's this beautiful thing where we have a doula and a midwife, and everything's beautiful. We should celebrate the end of life the same way. We should honor it. And what a death doula would, and Sarah's the perfect person for this, is to create an environment where it's peaceful and happy and harmonious, and you help that person say goodbye to their loved ones and transition to the next stage of life.
Well, I agree with that so much, and that's a wonderful thing she's doing.
It is.
So, yeah. So, is she going to work for a specific place?
Great question. Great question. So she currently works for a hospice company, but I think she would do great to go out on her own and to be a freelance death doula. And I think that's what she's trying to do, and I'm super proud of her.
Oh, I bet you are. Because, I thought I was going to die when I first got my diagnosis. I was really scared. But now I'm thinking, and I'm thinking now that I could deal with death.
Sure. It awaits all of us. It is the only it is what we are born to do. Let's be honest. We are born to die. It is a ticking time bomb. The minute we are brought into this damn world, we get a couple of decades if we're lucky, and then we shuffle off this mortal coil, as they say.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I am not afraid of it, having confronted it myself, and I imagine you probably have the same thing, having had to think about it. It's going to happen one day, and the best thing we can do, live fast, die young, and leave a good-looking corpse, right?
Right. So you give Sarah a big hug and kiss for me, and thanks for talking to me. Love you.
Patty, love you back. Please don't be a stranger. You sound so awesome. All these people are already tweeting saying how great you sound.
She does.
And I'm so proud of you, and I'm always here anytime you need to talk, all right?
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Drew, have you ever heard of the Abdullah?
No. What is the Abdullah?
Listens to only Paul Abdul records.
I thought it would be someone who helps you transition into having abdominal muscles.
No, that would be silly.
I see. Have you heard of the Bula Doula?
No.
That is someone who does the same thing except for Yale fight songs.
Have you heard of the Kareem Abdullah?
Oh, yes, that I've heard of. That is, they help you transition from a regular basketball player into one who can perform the sky hook.
100%.
Okay. Have you heard of the April Fool Doula?
No.
Oh, that is someone on the first of every month, specifically April, helps you transition into pranking people.
Oh, interesting.
Hello there. Good afternoon, and welcome to Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew. I just wanted to say that Calta is going to be kind of mad. I don't know if she's called in to Calta's show yet, but he was definitely asking about her about a month and a half ago.
Okay.
Because
what do you want?
she heard.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to go back in time to when she unsolicitedly called my show?
Well,
what do you want me to do with
Patty
that information,
is still
asshole?
listening, tell Patty to call tomorrow into Calta's show, because I don't know if she has, but Calta had heard her on a replay on JP's show and was all heard about it. It was like, well, why did she call my show anymore? Like, oh, that's a replay, Mike.
So you want Drew to make a note in his calendar and take time out of his busy day to make sure that.
No,
I'm just kind of curious as to what you want me to do now. Like you. Okay. Like no offense to you again, but you're a nudnik and busybody who's like, I better call up and tell him Mike Kelta's gonna be mad. Like, what do you want me to do with that information, loser?
I want Patty to listen and hear it, and that's it.
Okay, there you go. You could have said, hey, Patty, Mike called. In fact, I probably should have said it while she was calling. I know Michael, as she likes to call him, would love to hear from her. But, she probably knows Michael wants to hear from her. If she wants to call, she'll call. Nudnik?
All right, sounds great.
What are you laughing at? I'm imitating you, stupid. Don't laugh.
I know, I love it.
You're supposed to hate it. Have a great day, man. Thanks a lot for the call. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll go back in time and never not call. I think the last time she called, I told her to. And when Magnifico calls, which she still does from time to time, I'll tell her to call Michael. So, Patty, if you're listening, call Michael tomorrow morning. I know he would love to hear from you. And now,
here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
school. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter school before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours. School, as in, I tried to take that last guy to school, but he was a really nice guy. School. It just, over the weekend, I was at the Billy Idol show, and I was wearing my Billy Idol hoodie.
Right.
When do you get to wear a Billy Idol? Some guy messaged me, he goes, Galvin's going to be mad at you because you're wearing a concert hoodie too. And I said, it's really going to be tough for me to get to sleep tonight with that information. Like, what do you want me to do with that? Do you think I live my life on who's going to be mad at me?
I think they think everybody after the Calta show lives their life making sure that they don't insult the Calta show, when in fact nobody thinks about it.
Let me adjust my wardrobe accordingly. Oh, Galvin doesn't think I should be wearing a concert T-shirt. Where else? Are you not supposed to wear a Buccaneers shirt to a Buccaneers game? We're all on the same team here. Go Billy Idol.
Yeah, that divides fans. If you want to wear the band shirt to the band show, good on you.
Where else are you supposed to wear it?
Yeah. Where is more apt?
Right. I am at a Billy Idol show wearing a Billy Idol hoodie that I bought at another Billy Idol show.
Come on, man. That's what I'm the artist. That's what I want to see. I want to look out and I want to see a sea of T-shirts with my face on.
Dude, that's exactly it. If I'm Billy Idol, you think I want to see a T-shirt that says The Pretenders?
Yeah, the Smiths.
You know, like, hey, everybody. All right. Hey, look at that guy right there. He's got a Sex Pistols shirt on. Way to not wear me in concert. All right. Hey, it's a Bone. Who are you?
Patty, it was so good to talk to you, Drew. Is it possible you could make an exception, allow me to call twice?
Oh, yes, Patty, but you sound slightly different than when you called earlier.
I think it might be the connection.
No. I just lost one boob.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
Hi.
That's a cancer joke. That's very funny.
Well,
does that make you feel good with this little mockery that you're doing, that you just made fun of Patty for surviving cancer? Does that make you feel good?
Well, it just took a wrong turn, Drew. I'm so excited, and I'm back.
You see, you had this premise that could have been super, super funny, and we would have played along, but you just had to go and mock the fact that Patty had a mastectomy. That's not cool, bro.
I ran out of material, Drew.
You ran out of material 30 seconds into your call.
I don't think you ever really had material.
If you ran out of material 30 seconds into your call, did you really have material to begin with? This was a good premise. It's just, and I hate to insult you, you're not funny or smart or clever enough to continue that premise. So the next time you think of something like that, realize that you lack material and you lack wit. Therefore, you should not do this again. This is the equivalent of rubbing a dumb little puppy, no offense, a dumb little puppy's nose in the stain that he just urinated on your carpet. You are the dumb puppy. I am rubbing your nose in it so that you stop making wee-wee on the floor.
Mo, help me dig out.
Mo's not helping you dig out, man. Good premise, bad person.
All right, bye.
Perfect. That defeated tone to his voice was exactly what I wanted.
The one kudos I'll give him is at the end, he dropped the voice.
Sarah just pointed out that Billy Idol had a Billy Idol shirt on.
I mean, yeah, come on.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Like Idol wearing an Idol shirt at an Idol show tells me it's a plus. She will tell you. I was so excited to wear that hoodie because I was watching the temperature all day, and I'm like, ooh, if it rains, it might dip into the 70s, and I'll get to wear this Billy Idol hoodie.
Dude, if I had you don't see a lot of Billy Idol hoodies.
You sure
first
don't.
And foremost. If I had a Billy Idol, you goddamn right I'm wearing it to the Billy Idol show.
Yeah. And the only reason I bought it, we were at Cruel World Festival in Pasadena, California. I don't know if you know about this. I didn't know this about California. It can be 89 degrees during the day, and then the minute the sun goes down, it's 50-something.
Yeah.
And so we dressed to be in the sun, and then as soon as the sun goes down, oh, my God. So then, I don't know if you've been to a concert in the last 10 years, merch lines are insane. So I go wait over an hour in the merch line, and by the time I get up there, the only hoodies they have, I'm trying to buy a hoodie for Sarah and me. I want to buy a Cruel World one, none of those. I would have bought an Iggy Pop one, out. Susie and the Banshees, out. Love and Rockets, nope. Echo and the Bunnymen, We got 2 Billy Idol hoodies left. Billy Idol Tour 23 with his beautiful face on the back of it. So now we got matching Billy Idol hoodies.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Except only one of us was cool enough to wear it to the show.
That Susie and the Banshee hoodie would have been
Oh, so good. Hello, who are you?
Hey, have you ever heard of the medulla?
I feel like this is going to be a D's Nuts joke, but are you speaking of the oblongata that's in your brain?
Yeah, oblongata put these nuts on your chin.
How's that? Oblongata put these.
Oblongata.
That's stupid.
A little bit of a stretch, homie, but
a little bit.
A lot of a stretch there, homie. But I knew what you were doing, so it kind of.
Yeah, you also called him out.
Man, you people. All right. A relationship topic that most dudes need to hear next on Drew Garabo Live.
You're listening to Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Need some extra cash to help pitch in to buy Greenland? The Bone has you covered. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
A crash southbound 78th Street at Causeway Boulevard in Hillsborough, back into up to Patrician Place. We're looking at a pretty sizable delay due to an incident. 41 northbound and southbound around Paseo Almar Boulevard. 15 to 20 minutes northbound, 5 to 10 minutes south. Fairly typical, if frustrating, delays all around the region. We do still have southbound 275 at Pinellas Point and beyond, backed up and then approaching the Sunshine Skyway. Also congested more than usual. Traffic dwindles once you're past the midspan and into Manatee County. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
You know, it's interesting. Car insurance commercials tend to focus on the simple fixes. A busted windshield, a banged up bumper. What about the human damages like pain and suffering? Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys won't let big insurance forget about your pain. For a Farah fight, you know who to call. Tampa.
Let the professionals at Fence Outlet save you time and money. We handle everything from the free estimate to the install. We do it all. And you get 0% financing. So come into Fence Outlet or visit fenceoutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
This is Barry. He's a bucket hat wearing barista at a Jivin' Java joint. He had a stash of cash that needed to be put somewhere that isn't a crypto fintech. So he opened a free checking account at Mid-Florida, a local credit union with 60 plus branches, where he can talk to someone face to face. They even gave him $200. And his financial worries, they've been ground down to nothing. Mid-Florida, your life, your money, your credit union. Insured by NCUA, 0.00% annual percentage yield. Eligibility, credit, and other limitations apply and must be met within 60 days.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart, and we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it. Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at floridaheartexperts.com.
It's win or go home in the NBA playoffs, but not for new customers on the Hard Rock Bet. New signups get a bonus back up to $100 if the first bet doesn't win. Or if you'd rather bet on golf, we got another major teeing off this month. Your first bet works like a mulligan. If you land in the water, you get up to $100 back for tee off again. Make every point, rebound, and assist mean more. Every goal, every shot, no matter what sport you prefer. Hard Rock Bet makes it easy to bet on the playoffs in just a few easy taps. Download the Hard Rock Bet app online now or go to hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-MINUTE.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest tariff-free new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0.9% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Setting here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k.
If you have changed jobs, there are two very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
Business owners everywhere are raving about ZipRecruiter's new feature, Zip Intro, which does the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates to meet with you as soon as the next day. So we decided to call up some of these employers and hear their stories. Today, we're on the phone with Pilates studio owner Crystal M. Harris. Crystal, how has Zip Intro helped you hire?
Well, I was opening a Pilates studio in McDonough, Georgia, and I needed to staff up quickly. Zip Intro did the work for me. It helped me find enthusiastic candidates who matched my qualifications perfectly.
That's great.
Yeah, I had my Zip Intro session on Tuesday, did all the interviews by Thursday, sent out the offers on Friday, and they started on Monday. Because Zip Intro did most of the work, I saved so much time.
Absolutely. And to our listeners, you can try Zip Intro for free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Get ready for Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, May 15th through the 18th. Get the highest value for your RV guaranteed during the biggest RV trade event of the year. Shop the best RV deals in America with new RVs starting as low as $92 a month. Get ready for the holiday weekend with up to 45% off grills and 25% off product installation. Plus, we'll have free hats, free propane refills, free food, and fun for the whole family. Don't miss the incredible Red, White, and New Trade event, May 15th through the 18th at your local Camping World.
See for full details and disclaimer.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to Hims.com/joy. HIMS.com/JOY.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Mention Susie and the Banshees, you gotta play a little Susie and the Banshees. See a Susie, play a Susie, they say. And yes, this is a beacon to you ladies out there, because the ladies love cool Susie, that I need your input on this one. Sure, dudes, your input is welcome as well, 800-771-1025. But I found this story in the female, FEMAIL, section of the Daily Mail. There's a lady who writes a romance and sex-based column, and her name is Tracy Cox. Can we have a threesome? Tracy Cox reveals how to ask risky sex questions without losing your partner. Headline, I want a threesome. Underneath, you sure? If you're a man asking the question, think twice. And that's what I want to ask you ladies is it something that a guy should ever ask for? Or is it kind of like I suspect it might be, in having open and honest talks with your partner, you'll know if she's into the idea or not. And if she's into the idea and nobody's like saying anything about it, then sure, maybe take the extra step and go, well, would you be interested in that if the situation were to arise? But asking without knowing, hey, can we have a threesome? That ain't going to go well for anybody. She's going to think that you just been looking to nail other broads, and she might be right. Now, if her sexuality is fluid, as many people seem to be these days, you have a discussion. Yes, I like girls. Great. What would you think about a girl joining us? Very, very cool. But if you don't, I don't know like when the right time in the relationship would be to bring that up if that's something that you're into. Is a girl going to get intimidated if you bring it up on the first date? Probably. But if you've been going out for a couple of months and you're now just starting to have discussions about intimate fantasies and whatnot, that might be the time to go, hey, you know what I've never done that I'd like to try? A threesome. Or conversely, you know what I've tried that I really, really enjoy that I think you might like? A threesome. But ladies, is it a deal breaker if a dude just busts out with, what do you think about having a threesome? Because I get the feeling a lot of ladies out there might not be too keen on that discussion. 800-771-1025. Hi there, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you? Oh. Oh, I know that. Hold on. Centipede?
Sounds like Centipede.
I know this. I don't think it's Centipede, though. What is that? Was that
Venus dildo?
What was it? What? What'd he say?
I don't know. He mumbled something and said something stupid.
It was Steve, right?
Yeah.
What was he playing, though?
I know. You're legitimately interested in it.
The only interesting thing Steve has ever brought to the table before.
Yeah. It did sound a little bit like Centipede for me.
Maybe Millipede, which was the sequel to Centipede.
Millipede as well.
But I think we might be wrong. Millipede, boy, because only Steve, like you try to get a threesome topic off the ground, and Steve wants to call about video games.
Do you think Steve's ever been in any situation where he could inquire about a threesome?
No.
He has no interest in this topic.
No, I do not. Hold on, let me fire up a Millipede.
Shall be. I am the original gamer, Stevie Stroh, and we're doing a little man. A lot of things to keep your eye on.
Not
I
Millipede.
disagree with what you said. I think.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, who are you talking to?
Hi, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay, because you were talking to somebody before I picked you up. Were you practicing what you were going to say to me? I think that's rather charming.
Probably because I get nervous.
Oh,
but,
that is so cute. So you really were. You were like talking to me on the radio, and you were practicing what you were going to say. So that is so cute.
I kind of have to disagree with what you said about waiting. I think it's best to get it out in the open as early as possible.
All right.
To kind of establish where everyone is in the relationship and what the expectations are. My boyfriend and I, we've been together 2 years, and that was kind of first date topic for us.
What? Now, and I'm not looking to insult you because I'm an old dude, but like, is he a little bit older? Are you a little bit older?
I am a little bit old. I'm 9 years older.
Well, like, then what? Like, are you in your 30s, 40s? What?
I'm 48.
Okay. So, and that kind of speaks to my point of it's a lot easier for us older people because we ran out of F's to give a couple of years ago. So it's easier knowing what we want to kind of get it out there. But like kids in their 20s who are using terms like Riz and whatnot, they might be a little turned off if on the first date you're like, so what do you think about a threeta?
Well, can I throw this out there
Absolutely.
to what both of you are saying? I think if you bring that up like right away, I think there's a difference between something you want to try and something you want to be. If you're saying, hey, you want to do a threesome like 2 weeks in a relationship, you want to be in a
throuple.
Yes, that's what you want to do.
Right. But if just like you're open to it, and if it happens, but it's not a deal breaker, maybe wait a couple of weeks, a couple of months.
Well, yes, because there are people that want to try it as a one-off. I don't know that necessarily works, but there are.
Yeah, just to see if you like it. Do you agree with that, young lady?
Yeah, I guess I do, especially if you're younger, because, when you get older, you really don't care, and you know what you want.
Yeah. So how did that discussion go with you and your boyfriend?
Oh, well, that was 2 years ago, but, we just, getting to know each other, and I told him, we're both open. We have an open relationship, so we said, we can, be happy to do something together.
Okay. So wait, when you say an open relationship, do you mean you each see other people?
We can. Right now, neither of us are, and I really don't have the desire to at the moment, but I have in the past, and I might again in the future.
Oh, that's interesting to keep that open. Do you have to tell each other when you're like feeling that way? You're like, I'm starting to get those urges again. I think I might want to step out. You gotta. That's a difficult one at the old Olive Garden. You're like, can we get some Alfredo sauce for the breadstick? By the way, honey, I think I'd like to get some strange D in me. Yes. Oh yeah. And I'll take the tour of Italy. Is that how that goes?
So he does not want to know when I do something, but I do want to know when he does.
Oh, this is so fascinating. Okay, so you don't have to clear it with him. You just go out, you pound it out in a hotel room somewhere, and you come home and you're like, oh, the mall was packed, and he doesn't want to hear any of it. But if he goes out and gets some strange, do you want to hear details, or do you just want to know that he did it?
No, I think, and even if it's just like a one-off thing, like he's at a party or whatever and it happens once, I kind of don't care too much about that. But if there's an ongoing thing with somebody else, that I do want to know about.
Yeah.
I don't need details, but just, if there's something else going on regularly.
Out of curiosity, why? Why is it then that you want to know about it? How are you going to process that information?
I think if I'm hearing what I'm hearing, like it's more significant to you if it's an ongoing thing. Like that to me sounds like something you need to chew on and process versus like understanding that just he's going to get a one-off somewhere. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think I like to know that I'm still number one.
Okay.
So
even if he's letting a girl go, I'm dumping that. I said that against my better judgment, and then I dumped it so that I didn't get indecency fines. But gross, Garabo. Listen, thank you. You're awesome. I ruined everything, and I appreciate the call. And stay happy.
Oh, thank you. You too.
Thank you, idiot. She just wants to know that she's number one, and so if someone's kind of not challenging that, but if there's someone else in the equation, if there's even a 1A.
So would she stop it then? I mean, so that's what I was trying to get at. Would that be something where you would say, okay, this you can't do? Because now you're putting parameters on it.
Right. Just like what's her name? The Diddy's girl. She didn't want to kiss.
Right.
That was too intimate for her.
Right. And see, for me, it's like, okay, so if you're not going to stop it, if you know that it is a multiple times relationship, why even want to know? Why even ask?
Why torture yourself?
Because at that point, that's all you're doing.
Correct. Yeah, I just would not. Just don't. I don't want to know any of it. I don't want you doing any of it. I don't want to know any of it. Just we exist in a vacuum. Hello, who are you?
Space Invaders.
No, it was not Space Invaders.
I also have a request, too.
What is it?
I've been working in a warehouse. I got all the guys to listen to you guys. They've really been enjoying the show.
Hey, what's up, warehouse dudes? What's the name of the company or warehouse? We'll give them a shout out.
James Carpeting.
Hey, James, carpeting.
Lay that rug.
Sounds like you just made that up.
Yeah, right. James.
James carpeting.
Fred's woodwork.
Bill's appliance repair direct.
Charlie's baseboards.
Steve's staircase installation. What can we do for your fake job?
So actually, they've made a request. There's a couple of guest callers that call in quite frequently, and they'd like to hear more from them. It's Bobby D and Pasadena Pat.
Hello, who are you?
Hey, this is Eric. How's it going?
Eric, very well, thank you. And yourself?
Pretty good, man. Just driving home.
Hell yeah. How was work today?
It was great. Nothing bad happened, so that's always a plus.
Always a plus indeed. I like to say every time my scan card works to let me in the building, I am the happiest guy on planet Earth.
Yeah, right on. I think I might have an answer for the video game.
Oh, all right.
It kind of sounded like Joust.
No, wasn't Joust. Why are you freaking nerds, folks? We're trying to talk to girls about threesomes.
What, no space sounds in Joust? Were there?
I feel like I'm Anthony Michael Hall in 16 Candles, and these are John Cusacks playing video games and using their stupid X-ray goggle. Like, we're trying to talk to girls about threesomes, and you nerds want to talk about video games. This is your fault, Steve. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hello?
Hi. You sound like a girl. I like that.
Yes, hi. I just wanted to chime in on this because I actually had a situation like that happen to me with an ex where months into it, he never mentioned anything about the doing a threesome. He introduced me to a friend of his that he went to high school with, and he thought, we eventually figured out that he was trying to do a threesome. So and I was stuck with that. So that was probably not the best way to go about it.
So wait, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just going to ask a couple of probing questions.
Please.
Would you, if he had been open and honest about it, hey, this is my high school friend. I would love to have sex with both of you, or maybe in a little subtle way. I would love for the three of us to have fun together. Would you have been open to it, or were you just not into the idea at all, despite his attempt to work around?
If he would have been open about it and we'd have either done this together, because the person was more open about their friend was more fluid about doing it, but she didn't know details that I was his girlfriend until that time.
Oh.
So
damn.
If he was more open about it, then it would have been a different situation, because I'm all about trying first for certain things, but it also depends. Do you want to do the Eiffel Tower or not?
Oh, geez. Wow. Gosh. Yeah. I mean, that's you're a party, aren't you? Yeah. And see, if there's something for us dudes to learn there, be open and honest. Like, if you want something to happen, be with someone who encourages you to be your open, honest, and authentic self, and say, hey, I think the two of us could have a lot of fun with another girl or another guy or whatever, and then do it. I think the more you communicate, the hotter it is. I think Sarah and I have it really good because we over-communicate stuff like that. What would you be okay with? What would you be okay with? I don't want to see you bang anybody else. Great. I don't want to see you bang anybody else. Anything short of that, fair game. Let's have some fun,
Yeah, that's the best way to go, because with my current partner, we communicate about that, and he's not in for that. So we've talked about it, so it makes it a better communication process, and having the surprise and having the eventful night that you get.
Hold on, time out. You're with someone who you would like to be with another girl and this dude, but the dude doesn't want that?
No, well, we talked about. We brought it up when we first started talking, and so he mentioned it. So if it came up, but he's more of a. I guess he talked about more of being a watcher type of thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. No, look, I don't need to I don't need to be fully involved. Just the sight of two women together is beautiful, gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful sights that you can possibly imagine. But you'd be okay with him interacting a little bit, but he's just like, I'd rather just watch.
No, he'd rather be one of a watcher. But after I had to think about it for a long time, I'm like, I'm probably me, myself, and I just want just me, and that's it. Territorial.
I got you. All right, I understand. Well, thank you. You've been very forthright and informative. I appreciate the call.
All right, thank you.
She clearly practiced before speaking to me.
Of course.
800-771-1225. I will do that if I am calling, like when I used to call the Cat Named Mo show under a different name or call the Sending show under a different voice or whatever. I will definitely practice it in my car 5 or 6 times. Sometimes I'll even call someone else and be like, hey, is this funny? Then do the voice. And then if they say yes, then I'll do it.
When you're doing the voice, so you have to practice
That's
the
true.
inflection and everything. That's different, yeah.
Like when I was designer. I'm sorry, not designer.
I know.
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. I knew you meant.
Sis Mo. Oh, happy birthday, bro. Good afternoon, Drew Garabo Live. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Hello, guys. How are you?
Oh, my God. So good. How are you?
I'm better than some, worse than others.
What?
Better than some, worse than others.
Oh, okay. I got you.
There we go.
What's your name?
Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. What's going on?
I've called him. So I would say what you said was perfect before. Like, you know, like you guys each know what each other has. My mom, though, it's crazy to hear. She thought this is back in the me and my mom's like my best friend, basically. No.
You're not going to say that you and your mom had a threesome with the dude, are you?
No.
Okay.
My mom told me that she thought this guy, her man, was coming, an ex, or not an ex, the guy she was with was coming to propose to her. He was coming to say, hey, I brought a girl with me to have a threesome with.
Oh,
and,
that's not going to go well. I have found, correct me if I'm wrong, if a woman is expecting a marriage proposal and instead you're proposing a threesome, that is not going to go over well.
No, it didn't go over well, but I mean, I think that my mom did some wild things back in the day. I mean, some stuff I know, but
you think your mom ever got double teamed by 2 studs?
I hope not.
Why? Wouldn't you want her to be happy in all ways and fulfilled in every
having fun.
orifice?
If she was happy, if she was having fun, then yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
As long as it's everyone's peace, love, happiness, good vibes.
That's what it's all about. So if you're with the dude, would you when is it appropriate for your man to ask you, hey, what would you think about a threesome?
I would say definitely after we've been together sexually, and then to just bring it up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever done it before? What are your thoughts on it? Kind of probe at the idea at what they would like, make them think it's their idea.
Ooh,
you know,
genius! Absolutely. Be like, so what fantasies do you have that are unfulfilled? Oh, wow, that's very cool. Are you into girls? Oh, that's so neat. Oh, wow.
One time, my ex, I heard he was addicted to porn. He still is. I know he is. We aren't together, and I put porn on because situations happened. Someone said, well, just try putting porn on. So I went to the go-to, which I thought was girls. I mean, who didn't? I've looked at girls when I was a teenager.
Everybody looks at girl porn, right?
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so from that on, that wasn't his go-to. His thing was pictures, just pictures. So he
didn't like videos of girls getting with each other. Was this man 80 years old? He wanted still photographs of Big Bush?
He was about 12 years older than me, so, I mean.
Yeah, new technology can be a bit challenging for the elderly. Well, that was nice. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Andrea.
The smart dorks you were talking about.
Oh.
His name was Eric. I thought he just actually called. And if Mark Wilder is listening, tell him to call his best friend, Mike.
What?
Oh.
Huh? What? Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hello.
Hi.
This is Kyle from Largo.
Hey, Kyle from Largo. What's going on? That's exactly the call I was hoping we would get when we talked about threesomes. I'm like, man, I really hope we hear from a Kyle from Largo so we can get his take on it.
Well, I am your guy, man. Well, I fortunately got lucky in high school. I actually had a girl come to me asking me for a threesome. Oh. Luckily, it was with another girl. She was fascinated about going down on a guy with girl stuff. I went through with it. Hell yeah, it was great. But I got to thinking, if I had a girlfriend who asked me for a threesome with another dude, hey, man, that's another story. 2 girls may be pretty together, but I don't know about 2 guys, man.
But isn't it?
But what do you think about that?
Well, I will throw this at you. If your girl is amenable to inviting another girl in, knowing that that's what you want, isn't it a bit selfish for you then to deny her the pleasure of the Eiffel Tower, the Devil's Three-Way?
It would be. If it was the same girl, it was a different girl. Well, actually, I'm talking about a different girl. If she were to ask me and not be okay with a girl type of thing being with me, then I wouldn't be okay with it. But I'd be okay if she asked me if she wanted another girl in that relationship. Hell yeah.
Okay. I think I understand what you're saying. I'm not quite certain. It is a different dynamic, certainly, when there's more than one wiener in the situation than if there's two girls. There's just, there's a biologically territorial thing, probably.
I think, but you know what? That might be.
Some girls love that.
But if you I think if you're with a girl, and again, and you are, and there's a threesome, and you kind of pay more attention to the other girl than the real. I think that situation is problematic.
Extremely.
Yeah, someone's always going to be possessive.
Yeah, and the right girl will understand. There's going to be some incidental contact and whatnot, and anything goes. But definitely before things progress to going all the way, you want to have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Is this acceptable? Because you don't want there afterwards,
Yeah.
You're like, need to talk. I don't like what you did. All right. The Menendez brothers. This is a fascinating story that is nowhere near the end. If you are not up to date with the latest on the Menendez brothers, we will get to it next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Left shoulder blockage due to a crash southbound Veterans Expressway around Van Dyke Road. Northbound traffic looks to be delayed approaching Van Dyke. Fairly standard congestion there. A crash on Waters Avenue eastbound and westbound traffic affected between Armenia, which is also delayed northbound, and North Orleans Avenue. Pretty hefty delays on your main roadways and interstates. A wreck approaching Riverview Drive. Southbound 41 will back you up about 8 minutes. Not quite to old US 41. Hanley Road southbound dealing with a moderate backup due to an accident approaching Barry Road. 275 south of Pinellas Point and beyond. Back north of 20 minutes now to 26th Avenue, and some clogging approaching the Skyway and on the Skyway itself. Clearer conditions once you approach the rest area on the Manatee side. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
The Food and Wine Festival and Concert Series is back at Busch Gardens now through May 18th with over 85 different culinary delights to sip and savor, plus free concerts like Hoobastank this Friday. Save on tickets, fun cards, and annual passes at buschgardenstampa.com. Looking for top quality fencing in Florida? Fence Outlet has been the state's fencing expert for over 30 years. With 8 convenient locations, we offer a wide variety of styles and colors to enhance your property's security and curb appeal. Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
It's starting to get warm, and you know what that means. Time to turn on your air conditioner. And trust me, you want to make certain that your HVAC system is working properly before the real heat gets here. But if you need a new system, Climate Design has rebates now through the month of May. So if you've been thinking about switching out your unreliable HVAC system with the new one, Climate Design Home Services has you covered. Earn up to $1,300 off brand new Train systems, and Climate Design will match it with up to $2,600. That price cannot be beat in this Florida heat, folks. Give Climate Design Home Services a call today and ask to speak to a comfort specialist. Having peace of mind, knowing your AC is in working order before you need it, that is reinsurance that you can feel good about. Go to climatedesign.com. That's climatedesign.com, or give them a call, 727-295-1572.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
John Setting here for Wild Fork. This past weekend, I spent some time with my parents. On Saturday night, I grilled up a feast of meat with the Santa Maria tri-tip, chicken thighs, and some Brazilian sausages. For Mother's Day, I I did something a little bougie. The Chilean sea bass on a bed of Mediterranean couscous, topped off with that lemon butter sauce that everyone loves. They've got everything you're looking for, from traditional cuts of meat to ground beef, hot dogs, burgers, and more. They've got locations in South Tampa, West Chase, and St. Petersburg. Check them out online at wildforkfoods.com.
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our number one priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Silencer Code Day is back at Shark Coast Tactical. This Saturday, May 17th, Shark Coast Tactical will be hosting the crew from Silencer Co. at the shop. Your chance to meet and learn about the Silencer Co. product line while they're slinging deals on their amazing line of silencers. There'll be extra Shark Coast employees on hand to fill out paperwork quicker so you can get your silencers entered in and back to you fast. Shark Coast Tactical is often imitated but never duplicated. The shop is open, slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, but closed on Sunday and open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical is on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart, and we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it. Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at floridaheartexperts.com.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Saturday, May 17th is Furman Chevy of Brandon's Military Appreciation Event. Don't miss this star-spangled day of live music, free barbecue, giveaways, and exclusive military offers. Together, let's drive and honor our heroes. Get all the details at FurmanChevy.com.
When it really matters, choose Farah & Farah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Weather forecast pretty much locked in right into the weekend and really beyond that. Clear skies overnight tonight, mild in the mid-70s. Lots of sunshine on Thursday, highs in the low 90s. Sun and heat into next week.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Those of us who watched the Menendez Brothers special on Netflix just can't hear this song the same way ever again after seeing Lyle and Eric play it for their mom at her funeral. Kind of crazy. So, okay, you're on the parole board, right? Menendez Brothers had their sentence reduced to 50 years in prison for shooting to death their parents. They were 18 and 21 at the time of the killings. Jose and Kitty gunned down in 1990-something by Lyle and Eric. There's no doubt they did it. The defense attorneys say they did it out of self-defense after years of sexual abuse by their dad. Their dad was a manager for Menudo, by the way. Not that that's relevant. It's just funny.
Well, there's some allegations.
There were definitely some allegations that both kids were abused, and that's what led them at 18 and 21 to shoot and kill their mom and dad.
I was talking about allegations with Menudo. we know they were abused. I'm talking about Menudo.
Poor Ricky Martin.
Ooh.
Lyle said, today, 35 years later, I am deeply ashamed of who I was. I killed my mom and dad. I make no excuses and also no justification. The impact of my violent actions on my family is unfathomable. The defense called Anna Maria Baralt, a cousin of Eric and Lyle, who testified that the brothers have repeatedly expressed remorse for their actions. Ms. Baralt said, we all, on both sides of the family, believe that 35 years is enough. They are universally forgiven by our family. I would say, Kitty and Jose, they don't forgive them because they're dead. They're dead. They got shot to death by their kids. Another cousin, Tamara Goodell, said she had recently taken her 13-year-old to meet the brothers in prison and that they would contribute a lot of good to the world if released. So what do you think? Do you vote keep them incarcerated, or do you vote let them out? 800-771-1025. The Netflix mockumentary or document, I don't call it a documentary when it is not just facts. It is, they take a little creative license with the facts.
Conjecture.
Yeah, to make it compelling television, which is great from a TV watching point of view. But they did a really good job of making you sympathetic to Eric and Lyle. The thing that stands out to me is that after their parents died and they didn't know who were the murderers, Lyle bought a Porsche Carrera, a Rolex watch, and 2 restaurants. His brother hired a full-time tennis coach to begin competing in tournaments. In all, they spent $700,000 between the time of their parents' deaths and their arrests 7 months after the murders. That to me says you didn't do this out of self-defense. You did this so you could get pizzade.
All right, but let's say the accusations of sexual abuse are true.
Sure.
I'm getting mine. I mean, they can't use the money. I need something to erase all them bad memories, Drew. Want me to sit around with them sulking, brooding?
Look, driving that Carrera, that would make me forget about anything that happened to my bum.
Absolutely.
800-771-1025.
Till the new model came out.
Right. In fact, there's probably not a dude on the face of the earth who I wouldn't at least kiss it for a Porsche Carrera.
Right.
Including people I'm related to. So you do have a point there. But I just can't imagine them getting out of jail because of this net, and it is only because of the Netflix show. Like they would not, in my opinion, have curried so much public favor if not for that Netflix show. It's really good. It's called Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story, and there's a true crime documentary called The Menendez Brothers. Both of them explain how the brothers claimed to police that they returned home from the movie theater to find their parents had been slaughtered. At first, everybody in Beverly Hills was freaking out because they thought there was a killer on the loose. But then after the cops were like, hey, see what that Menendez boy's driving? Yeah, Porsche Carrera. Look, he's got a rollie on his arm, and he just bought 2 restaurants. How about you lay low for like a year? You look like you're in mourning for a good, I don't know, 9 months to a year.
Life is short, man. And then that Carrera just rolled up on the lot, fresh.
Boy, it'll be hard not to buy a Porsche or a Ferrari. I saw a white. When's the last time you saw a white Ferrari?
Oh, it's been a minute,
dude. I was waiting to turn on to 19 today from Fran's office, and this dude in a beautiful white Ferrari. I'm like, I would never ever think to have a white Ferrari. Red is more traditional. Gorgeous vehicle. Hello, who are you?
I'm Holly.
Hey, Holly, what's up?
I would love to chime in on the Menendez brothers.
Yeah, what do you think? Would you let them out, or would you make them rot in hell?
I think that I would let them out, and here's why.
Tell me why.
There are so many people who get let out who have done at least that much.
At least,
or far worse.
Shooting their parents in cold blood and painting the walls with their blood.
Shooting someone, killing someone, and get 12 years, get 8 years, get 14 years.
Sure.
And get to walk out. And they kill them in cold blood. And they get less than 15 years for doing that.
So, by your moral compass, my dear Holly, would you say if you do kill someone, you should be in jail for the rest of your life, or does it just kind of depend on who you killed and how you killed them?
I think that if you kill someone, I know that there are people that go to jail that are innocent every so often. Sure. I know that happens.
It does.
And I feel awful for those people.
Me too.
But that doesn't happen that often.
Okay.
But if you kill someone, I think you should be in jail for the rest of your life. But since you don't, since that isn't what happens to everyone, I think that since everybody forgives them and they feel that they'd be they'd be great for society, go ahead and let them out, because you let everyone else out. You let all those other people out.
It's very interesting.
So why not?
So you think that murderers should serve life in jail, but because other people have gotten out. Now, did you watch the Menendez movies?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Do you feel like that?
And yes, I feel terrible.
Okay.
I feel terrible for them that what they had to put up with. And I watch the shows where a lot of criminals have terrible lives. But hey, I had a terrible life, but I don't choose to go out and murder people because of it.
Okay.
I chose to take the high road.
Very good. You made the right choice by not murdering and taking the high road.
Correct.
All right. Well, thank you. I kind of thought that you might have seen the at least the Netflix show, because it does paint them in a very sympathetic light. Like by the time you're done with it, you're like, oh, those poor boys. They should be in jail for the rest of their life.
That's not why I think they should get out. I just feel that they let a lot of other terrible people out every day.
Well, shouldn't we stop letting terrible people out instead of going, well, we let them out, so let's let more out?
My point.
You're not understanding,
That's
Mo.
my point.
There are people who get out, so the Menendez brothers got to get out too. Forget about those other people.
You can't make them the example.
No, they got to be the nope, you can't. We got to let them go. We got to free these guys. There are people out there who did way worse, like jaywalking and tearing those tags off of mattresses when it tells you do not remove under penalty by law. If those people are going to...
How many times do you hear the story of the woman whose husband does terrible things to her and promises he's going to kill her and maybe beats her up or stabs her or whatever. He goes to jail. They let him out, and the next time he kills her.
That is true. So we should let these guys out so they can kill more parents. I got you. Thank you, Holly. You're awesome. I appreciate the call. Thank you, sweetheart.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Women who watch that special would think, damn, these sexy dudes need to be let free.
I mean, I'm not seeing them as sexy right now.
No, oh God, no.
Back in the day, baby, they still were kind of box heady to me, but you know.
And one of them was wearing a toupee from like his teenage years. Oh, teenage dudes in wigs. Hello, who are you?
This is John.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, I don't think you guys are reading between the lines with Grand Dragon Holly there. She's talking about those other people.
I didn't see the racial element, but I'm not saying you're wrong. Hello there, who are you?
Missed that.
Hey, LH, Drew.
LH!
What's going on? What's going on, Mo?
What's really happening? Love that you're calling again. It's so awesome.
Yes, sir. You can't run me off.
I
you
tried.
know what I'm talking about?
It didn't work.
No, every day you make it too. I call back. Never give up. Hey, never surrender. I'm sorry. Hey, but I think you should stay in prison, man. I'm gonna just give an example. Mo, if you was in my family and they shot me in the face, me and my wife, and I'm not gonna never say no. They should be able to get out. That lady say some people do get less years. You know, because there's certain type of murders that go on. That's how they go by it. But what about the guys on death row? She said that she wants to get out, too. They don't spend a lot of time.
He's got a point,
They
bro.
get 30 years, and then they still die at the end.
But
What was the purpose?
you know that
Yeah.
there are people in your family you just can't stand, right? And then, like, these cousins, they never liked Kitty and Jose Menendez anyway. They wanted them to get killed. So they saw those Lyle and Eric Menendez. They're doing everybody a favor by taking them out.
Exactly, but what they gonna get when they get out? Eric them ain't gonna get them nothing. They gonna bite that Porsche, back to the regular.
That is true.
Let them sit there. Hey, y'all have a great day.
You
Good
too,
call,
LH.
right?
Yeah, great call, man. 10 out of 10. Thank you.
I didn't. He was all over the map. He did not have one connective sentence to the
LH,
next.
don't listen to the haters, man. Hello, who are you?
Didn't even say.
Hey, this is Brantley.
I thought he connected the dots magnificently, made some great points about the socioeconomic implications of our justice system. What's up, Brantley? How you doing?
Hey, man, the only thing I have a problem with the Menendez case is they, you can't forgive killing your parents. That's a capital punishment crime. And getting released, they're instantly going to become multimillionaires. And I have a problem with that.
That is an interesting point. So they get out and sell their story, but isn't there a law on the books that you can't profit off of something like that?
There's loopholes all over the place, and
That's
they
what LH
will.
was saying. Yeah, thank you.
Is
I
that what he
appreciate
was
that.
saying?
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to buy the story? The story's been out for it's everywhere.
That's true. Once they made a Netflix special out of it.
Yeah, that story's old, dude.
Like the real Menendez is. Hello.
Hey, Drew, I was calling about the Menendez brothers.
Go ahead.
Hey, so, they should let him out. You think about it, the guy from Winter Hill Gang who admitted to killing 20 people only got 14 years. So, the lady was on to something by essentially saying they let other people out that do much worse. There's a prime example in itself.
Hey, and they should really just, not prosecute crimes other than murder, because as long as there are people murdering, somebody embezzles, say, $50 million, well, at least you didn't murder anybody.
Yeah.
Let's let you walk. Go ahead.
Hey, Trey.
Bad phone connection. Hello there. How can we help you?
Yeah, hey,
No, thank you. Mo, what's coming up in the Mo Betta?
Oh, Diddy gon' Diddy, Grady gon' Grady, and RFK gonna say something stupid.
Whew, that's next on Mo Betta News. Don't forget, Achieva Credit Union is just waiting to welcome you to their membership roster. If there was ever a time to join Achieva Credit Union, well, it's right now. For a limited time only, Achieva is offering up to a $250 bonus when you open any checking account. It's true. Time to get away from those big banks that you've been complaining about to that local field credit union. headquartered right up the road in Dunedin, Florida. They've got phenomenal customer service. They've got excellent rates on all type of loans, online and mobile banking apps, certified financial counselors for free to help you learn how to budget, Medicare plans and services, home and business insurance like homeowners, and access to a nationwide network of ATMs and branches. Go to achieveacu.com to find out more. ACHIEVACU.com. Certain restrictions apply. Achieva is federally insured by the NCUA.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music, presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows, like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Left shoulder blockage due to a crash southbound Veterans Expressway around Van Dyke Road. Northbound traffic looks to be delayed approaching Van Dyke. Fairly standard congestion there. A crash on Waters Avenue eastbound and westbound traffic affected between Armenia, which is also delayed northbound, and North Orleans Avenue. Pretty hefty delays on your main roadways and interstates. A wreck approaching Riverview Drive. Southbound 41 will back you up about 8 minutes. Not quite to old US 41. Hanley Road southbound dealing with a moderate backup due to an accident approaching Barry Road. 275 south of Pinellas Point and beyond. Back north of 20 minutes now to 26th Avenue, and some clogging approaching the Skyway and on the Skyway itself. Clearer conditions once you approach the rest area on the Manatee side. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
All-American Gunslingers on US 19 is Newport Richie's #1 gun range. Take the concealed carry class, normally $85. For a limited time, it's free with just a $20 range fee. Go to aagunslingers.com for all the info. That's aagunslingers.com.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through May 31st, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now with Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation. I won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAWFRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
It's Work Zone Awareness Week, Florida. Every year, lives are lost in work zones because of speeding and distractions. When you see orange cones, remember, slow down, follow the signs, and stay focused. Workers are counting on you to get home safely, and so are their families. Let's work together to prevent crashes and save lives. A safety reminder from the Florida Department of Transportation. Slow your roll. Safety's the goal.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new CRV for just $199 per month. New Accords are just $189 per month, or get a new Civic for an incredible $169 per month. We're approving all credit applications, and we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-575-7725 for more information.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, a remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or give them a call at 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction. Your vision is their mission. Call them today and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
And a lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, I'm usually much more active, but since I've been in pain, I've had to limit the activities I'm doing.
You're listening to Janelle, arch support specialist at the Good Feet store.
He came in and he wanted to be able to keep up, play sports with his kids. From there, we figure out which arch supports complement those activities. I fit him with the arch supports, and as I followed up with him, he's messaged me and said, I took my kids to the park today. We're walking, we're exercising, riding the bikes, and those are all things that he wasn't doing before because he was in pain.
For over 25 years, the Good Feet store's arch support specialists have been helping folks to live the life they love without foot, knee, hip, or back pain getting in the way.
Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. That's what's most important, is knowing that you leave an impact on someone's life. And I like that.
Try them for yourself. Stop in for a free personalized fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Add value and security to your property today by contacting Fence Outlet. Now offering customers 0% financing for 12 months on any Fence product. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more details. Terms of financing apply. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
John Senning here for Hawkins Service Co. Making the switch to Hawkins is simple and stress-free. With over 30 years of trusted service, Hawkins offers expert HVAC, pool repair, plumbing, and electrical service. One call truly handles it all. Are you ready to beat the heat and the price hikes? Well, now's the time to act. Get up to $1,500 off your complete AC system installation. The offer ends May 31st, so give them a call today at 813-445-8209 or make sure to check them out online at hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now, I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1? At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest tariff-free new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0.9% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Newsflash! I have news.
You may hear news elsewhere, but it definitely won't be Mo better than this.
Well, anyway, we're going to do a tune called
Mo Better News, right now on Drew Garabo Live.
Going to take a minute to talk to you about All American Gunslingers, Newport Richie's #1 gun range. It's right off US 19 North, obviously in Newport Richie. It's also open, and I think this is one of the most key points, 7 days a week. 7 days a week, that means it will fit your schedule, or more importantly, you can fit it into your schedule. They have brands like Core Elite Operations, Adams Arms, many more. The Cat in the Bag Special, that AR-15, that bears my name, is still available with a lot of added extras. You go to AAGunslingers.com to find out that and much, much more. And for a limited time, the concealed carry class is free. I said free. That's normally
you say free?
I said free, Drew.
All right.
You heard me. That's normally $85. Just cover the $20 range fee. Protect you and your family today. Go to AAGunslingers.com. All American Gunslingers, your rights, your safety, your freedom. America.
Hell yeah.
This Diddy trial. And I know you initially said you are not going to watch it. I mean, obviously.
I take that back.
You have to, dude.
That's must-see TV.
I mean, there was OJ, but this is like, woo.
No dead bodies in this one.
No. Well, not. Well, yeah.
Kind of dead bodies in this one.
I mean, the jury's still out on Kim Porter.
A lot more hot sex stuff, though.
Yeah. Well, is it hot?
To some. Not me, certainly, but to some.
Sure. Well, Cassie reveals a $20 million Diddy settlement, alleges rape, and breaks down in tears during her final day of testimony, day 2 of the trial. She said, I didn't want to be alive anymore. This is the last stretch of her questioning by the prosecution, focused on the latter part of her 11-year relationship with Combs. Can you imagine what she endured after 11 years?
No.
See, and this is the thing. There are a lot of things, a lot of details. I don't even feel comfortable reading them about things that the paid escort did bodily fluid-wise, a rape that occurred in her room, living room after she'd broken up with him. It's just a lot, but it is very, very, very compelling evidence. Now, what you have to ask is, how is the prosecution going to tie that into him being a sex trafficker and a racketeer?
Right. How are they?
Well, you don't give it all up.
Oh, okay. I got you. It's a slow play.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
But it is no less than interesting. One of the real interesting things that came out was that Kid Cudi's car blew up after Diddy said to her, I'm going to blow Kid Cudi's car up.
And didn't they come to a cash settlement about that?
I believe that they did. Yeah. He has been paying out the ass for quite some time now. How you going to blow up Kid Cudi's car, though? He ain't do nothing to nobody.
No, he's a nice kid.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yells.
Say, stranger things have happened.
Sure.
OJ. Say Diddy gets off.
Okay.
Diddy will be a quarter of the man that he was wealth-wise, and maybe even less influence-wise.
Yeah.
Melanie was saying, well, if he gets off, he's going to throw a party. And to which I responded, who the hell's going to that party?
You got a great point. She's got a great point. But the thing is, he will actually have fewer issues because, as we know, mo money, mo problems.
Mo problems, right.
That stands to reason. Fewer money, fewer problems.
Yeah, and all of the people that went to the parties and that said, I didn't know all of this was going on. Well, now you know what's going on. So I don't know how, without damaging your credibility, your bankability, you show up at a party celebrating that he got off.
Dude, imagine you're one of the many celebrities that just went to a party because you got invited by Diddy's people or whatever, and like nothing happened when you were there. But right now you're like watching all this on TV like, please, God, not me, not my name.
I'm waiting for some of the bigger names to be called in. They have to.
Not yet.
This is bad for the St. Pete Beach area, unfortunately. Fires at CVS and Public Shopping Center caused severe damage in the area. A large fire destroyed the CVS store in St. Pete, then spread to Publix and other stores in the Dolphin Village Shopping Center. Crews from several agencies fought for hours to get the flames under control. Despite the extensive damage, this is the good part, no injuries have been reported. But this was a son of a bitch.
Yeah. Okay, so no injuries.
No injuries.
Okay, then I feel okay saying that this fire probably started when someone lit a match near the mile-long receipts that they give you. and that's the first thing I thought of when I saw CVS was on fire.
CVS's bag.
Dude, I mean, come on. I don't need that much paper.
Grady Judd at it again. 6 arrested, including multiple teens after 2 killed in Lakeland during drug deal gone wrong. Let me ask you something, Drew. Are not drugs the easiest thing in the world to get right now?
They are very easy on the regular market. I don't know about the black market. This story is so crazy how these people ended up dying.
It's insane. 6 people, as I said, including the multiple teens, were arrested. 2 people were killed in Lakeland. The backstory is the Polk County Sheriff's Office said a driver behind the wheel of a white Mercedes was shot and killed just before his vehicle slammed into a Lakeland home, hitting and killing an electric bicyclist passing by earlier this week.
Talk about wrong place, wrong time.
Come on. Davin Boutwell, 19 of Mulberry, was in the Secret Cove neighborhood making a drug deal, but other young men were planning to rip him off. The young men came up to Boutwell's Mercedes and were seen targeted. The car sped off on Pirates Way and drove directly into a home along that road. The fatal crash investigation turned into a homicide when deputies discovered that Boutwell had been shot before slamming into the home.
So it looked just like an accident, and then they found out dude was shot, and that's what caused him to slam into the home. But first, he hit and freaking killed an electric bike dude.
Yep. Christian Xavier Guzman, 23 of Lakeland, is the alleged mastermind behind the plan to rip off Boutwell. Judge said Guzman enlisted the help of 3 Lakeland teens, Alexander Zarian, Colin Martinez. It's a lot of names. They're going to be able to call you a couple of different things in the big house, too. And David Yule Jr. and then Anthony Scott Roush. Why does he get Alex, who's 17, or David, who's 15, involved in it? Judge question. Well, Kristen knows that, hey, if this is a robbery, it'll probably go easier on the 15 and 17-year-olds because they're juvenile. Man, Judge got it all figured out.
Does.
All figured out.
It might have been take your kid to work day.
Yeah. When I arrived at the scene, I kept hearing gospel music, and I looked around, and his cell phone was on the ground when he was riding his bike. That is Jack Williams, who died. This particular day, he was listening to gospel music, and his cell phone was still playing when he arrived at the scene and found him deceased.
Depeche Mode said it in Blasphemous Rumors. God's got a sick sense of humor.
Yeah.
How you going to let this guy listen to the Lord's music right before he's taken home?
Yeah, you're not wrong. Daryl Hall says Yacht Rock is a effing joke coined by 2 jerk-offs. Sounds like somebody's...
A little mad. I would be delighted that people are rediscovering my old catalog, but...
Don't get Daryl Hall started on Yacht Rock. During a recent appearance on the Broken Record podcast, Hall expressed agitation that Hall & Oates music keeps getting lumped in with the term Yacht Rock. This is something I don't understand. First of all, Yacht Rock was a effing, he says the entire word, joke by 2 jerk-offs in California, and suddenly it became a genre, Hall lamented. The 2 jerk-offs likely refers to J.D. Reisner, Hunter D. Stair, and Lane Farnham, who created the 2005 web series Yacht Rock and have since been credited with coining the term. I don't even understand it. I never understood it. He continued genuinely irritated by the term's persistence in popular music culture, despite it just being an amalgam of other genres. It's just R&B with maybe some jazz in there, he said. It's mellow R&B. It's smooth R&B. I don't see what the yacht part is. Hall also elaborate more on his resistance to being classified as a yacht rock musician, citing his general resistance to being classified by any genre or movement. I'm pretty sure you were pop in the 80s. People misjudged us because they couldn't label us. I'm pretty sure you were labeled. They always came up with all this kind of crap, soft rock and yacht rock and all this other nonsense. And none of it really describes anything that I do, really.
I mean, look, he should be grateful that the yacht rock movement popularized Hall & Oates again to a whole new generation.
Correct.
But man, when we interviewed him last year,
was he?
He's a little gruffy and spicy, and he did not like. I asked him about the term blue-eyed soul, which they would always say, Hall & Oates is blue-eyed soul. I asked him, I'm like, didn't that always seem like thinly veiled racism to you? And he went off. He's like, you're absolutely right. I knew what they meant when they said blue-eyed soul. He hated doing videos for MTV. Like,
what are you talking about? They had like 20 videos where he's cheesing up and down the camera.
I'm here to tell you that Daryl Hall said in the interview he did not like doing videos.
You see him in adult education dressed up in...
Don't you dare shoot the messenger. I'm just relaying what Daryl Hall told me.
I find, listen, he may be right, but if you were to watch his videos, I find that very, very hard to believe. They look like they were having the time of their life.
Sometimes we like to look like we're having a good time when we're hurting inside, Maurice.
Yes. I really have nothing on this story other than Kennedy sidesteps vaccine question, says, I don't think people should be taking medical advice from me. Well, you're the goddamn health secretary.
Wait, he said people shouldn't be taking medical advice from me?
Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. today sidestepped a question about vaccines and whether he would choose to vaccinate his children today against a number of diseases, saying, I don't think people should be taking medical advice from me.
Okay. Yeah, why would we?
I mean, come on, man.
That's interesting.
Interesting. It's ludicrous. It is ludicrous. I got a couple I'm going to say because we're running out of time here, but I do want to say Oasis manager says do not expect a new album. After announcing a reunion tour last year, Oasis were rumored to have a new album as well. Master troll Liam Gallagher told a fan on his very unserious X account that it was already finished, but now the manager's saying there's no LP.
I love those boys.
And you have to. Yesterday, Liam also replied to a fan who requested they play Hey Now, saying the set list is done and I'm afraid it didn't make it. Now, don't take it personally and call me hurty names. It's not my fault and we can't play them all.
These guys are such great rock stars.
They are. And what a fool's venture it would be to release a new album and then take it out on this tour and think anybody wants to hear that.
Yeah, we want to hear the hits.
Hits, man.
That's it.
And that's the Mo Better.
Thank you, Maurice.
Thank you, Drew.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Mo Better.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Everett,
what's happening, buddy?
Not much. So that fire yesterday, I drove past it about 6:30 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah.
And I didn't see any smoke. I didn't know what was going on. It was just a whole bunch of cops and firefighters out there. I went to Sunshine. I left there around 9-something, tried to go back that way. They had the whole road blocked off, and I never seen so many cops and fire things. And I was like, if somebody wants to like rob somebody today or do something bad, it's a good time. 'Cause, it was a war zone out there. It looked crazy, and they had to backtrack way out of my way to get home. But it was nuts out there.
I always think that same thing when I see a huge police presence somewhere. I think, man, if there are any criminals out there who are smart, they're looking at all these cops gathered in one location, and they're committing crimes where these cops are not.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, 100%. You guys have a good night.
Thanks, E. Good to hear from you, bud. All right. I would like to reopen the Would You Rather Wednesday debate that John Senning and I were having, because I want to see where you weigh in on this one, Maurice.
Okay.
If you did not hear it earlier, the second in a series of brutal questions asked today by John Senning. This one, I think there is a right choice, though, not like last week. Which would you choose on last week's question? Do you remember what it is?
No, what was last week's? I'll tell you.
You have to either watch your parents make love every day of your life. You have to go to wherever they're making love and watch them every single day, or join in one time.
I think you know what my answer is.
I do. And the question we have for this week is just as bad. Universal Roof and Contracting wants to take a look at your roof and make sure that it's going to protect you when storm season comes again. If you think you might have a leak, if you think you might have some damage, well, just go ahead and go to universalroof.com and schedule a free Free, complimentary inspection. It'll cost you nothing. UniversalRoof.com. They'll come on out, take a look around, and then if you have work that needs to be done, 15% off roof repair or replacement simply because you listen to this radio program. I have used Universal Roof in the past. I would use them again if I needed to. Why? They provided a phenomenal experience, very affordable, thorough workmanship. When Hurricane Charlie ripped the roof off of my home in Orlando, Universal Roof was there. They will be there for you as well. UniversalRoof.com, veteran-owned, a sterling reputation. They've been in business for decades now. UniversalRoof.com for Universal Roof and Contracting.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Southeast of Newport Richey, westbound State Road 54, a crash at 7 Springs Boulevard will back up traffic almost 10 minutes to Old County Road 54. State Road 54 westbound at Collier Parkway also has a crash back beyond Livingston Road. A crash northbound Dale Mabry at Ehrlich Road, Pierce Avenue, will back up traffic to Handy Road at the moment. Still that wreck southbound 41 closing in on Riverview Drive, clearing stages. 275 south at Pinellas Point will still delay you north of 15 minutes, back almost to 38th Avenue. This is Eric at the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
The Food and Wine Festival and Concert Series is back at Busch Gardens now through May 18th with over 85 different culinary delights to sip and savor, plus free concerts like Hoobastank this Friday. Save on tickets, fun cards, and annual passes at buschgardenstampa.com.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby! I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
At Cadence Bank, we believe the future comes in many shapes. Every day is a new beginning, a chance to imagine new possibilities or get to work building them. There's opportunity here. Find a branch near you at cadencebank.com. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Mobile service is here at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you at your home or office. That means you can save even more time and money with your next service experience with no more wait times. We'll come at your convenience to your home or office. Then we'll perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. See just how easy and convenient it can be for yourself. Schedule a mobile service with Jerry Ohm today online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm Country.
See dealer for complete details.
Get this. Joey and me were supposed to go to this concert next week, right? But then something terrible happened. Joey was driving without a seatbelt. But he didn't wreck. No, he got pulled over. Now Joey has to pay for a seatbelt ticket instead of a concert ticket, and I have to go by myself. How lame is that? So Joey, if you're out there, you're an idiot. Wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Click it or ticket, day and night.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Babe, I don't know how to tell you this, but it's time to break up. With our power company, they keep raising rates while you keep footing the bill. At Solar Bear, we say enough is enough. Go solar today and get your first 12 months completely free. With over 10 years in business and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're Florida's trusted solar provider. Locally owned, proven, and affordable. Make the switch, call Solar Bear now, and visit solarbear.com. That's solarbear.com.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through May 31st, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now with Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
At Racetrack, you'll find everything you need to get through the day ahead.
The morning hits hard when you get up early. You're obviously tired and looking surly.
Grab some made-in-store breakfast, freshly ground coffee, ice-cold drinks, delicious hot food, and snacks all in one stop.
The day is long and can feel like a grind, but you'll get fully stocked and everything will be fine.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
An all-day haul to get you through.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Senning here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
Mike Calta here from my friends at Zen Film Solutions. You can find them online at zenfilmsolutions.com or give them a call at 813-TINTING. Because if you're driving around in a car in Florida with no tint, you are crazy. Factory smoked glass does nothing for heat rejection. And if you want to protect yourself from love bugs this season, get paint protection for your car, windshield protection film, and color-changing wraps. If you're driving around in a car and you don't like the color, simply change it with a wrap. Hit them up online at zenfilmsolutions.com or call them up at 813-TINTING and tell Mike Calta sent you.
O'Reilly. You need parts? We got parts. Product availability? Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Get one free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select brake pads for $10 more, or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct pads for just $20. Offer in-store only. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. You could win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Weather forecast pretty much locked in right into the weekend and really beyond that. Clear skies overnight tonight, mild in the mid-70s. Lots of sunshine on Thursday, highs in the low 90s. Sun and heat into next week.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
This is a journey into sound.
38
8 years old today. This song is a groundbreaking hip-hop anthem.
This is a journey into sound.
One of the best 12-inch records I ever had.
Which along the way will bring to you new color, new dimension, new value.
When all is ready, I throw this switch.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Pump that bass. That lady singing with that Indian dialect. Probably the best one-verse rap song that ever existed.
Would you mind saying that again?
I used to know every sample of this 7-minute remix. The cold cut remix. He's a sweet soul. What a jam. Rakim, one of the GOATs. They call him the God MC.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a special news bulletin from our on-the-spot task force.
Oh my gosh. The music just turns me on.
Oh, man. Takes me right back.
He's a sweet soul.
Thinking of a master plan. Deaf with the record, deaf with the record. Thinking of a master plan. Deaf with the record, deaf with the record. Thinking of a master plan. This ain't nothing but sweat inside my hands. So I dig into my pocket, all my money is spent. So I dig deeper, but still coming up with lint. So I start my mission, leave my residence. Thinking how could I get some dead presidents? I need money. I used to be a stick-up kid, so I think of all the devious things I did. I used to roll up, roll up, roll up. I used to roll up, roll up, roll up. I used to roll up. This is a hold up. Ain't nothing funny. Stop smiling. Be still, don't nothing move but your money. But now I learn to earn cause I'm righteous. I feel great, so maybe I might just search for a 9 to 5. If I strive, then maybe I'll stay alive. So I walk up the street, whistling this, feeling out of place, cause man, do I miss a pen and a paper, a stereo, a tape of me and Eric being a nice big plate of fish, which is my favorite dish. But without no money, oh, what a jam. Cause I don't like to dream about getting paid. So I dig into Hello, Drew Grabo Live. How may I help you?
Hello, I was just calling to talk about those Dan Menendez brothers.
Let's talk about Lyle and Eric.
Well, I know it's a separate case and everything, but almost the same. I think if Gypsy Rose gets to walk free.
These are both cases that were spotlighted by either podcasts or streaming shows, etc.
Yes.
And she's the one. I did not watch that one. She's the one who killed her mom, right?
She got her boyfriend to kill her mom.
Oh, damn.
But it was a fantasy, and I know that was part of the Munchausen by proxy and all that. But I think they kind of both tied together, and I don't think that they got a fair trial.
Oh.
I think O.J. Simpson might have overshadowed that, if I'm not correct.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. I think that if she gets to walk free and she's nuts and crazy and now she's making a whole bunch of money off of that, then they should probably be able to as well.
I got you. Did you watch the Menendez brothers Netflix show?
I did, and I was also going to bring up that the part where the dad ripped off his wig, that really happened. That really happened, and I think it was even in the court documents, and if you ripped my wig off of my head like that, you can also count your days.
They did paint a very sympathetic picture of the Menendez boys. I mean, I've had the same reaction you did, not to the point where I would kill my parents, but like ripping off the damn toupee. That's a brutal move, right?
Yeah, I think it even had like hooks in, like it was one of those.
Yeah,
I thought he scalped him at first. Like how his brother gasped and put his hand over his mouth. Me and my husband did the same thing. We were like, what?
I know.
That was crazy.
That made me think of, like, him being bald made me think, and this is a frequent question that gets asked. Would you rather be, and I know you're married, so just I'm asking you to imagine, would you, if you had to choose one, you got to be with a bald dude or a short dude? And I'm talking less than 5'5". Which do you choose?
Probably bald.
Bald over short. Why is there such a stigma against short gentlemen? Why?
Well, my husband's actually pretty short. He's only 5'6".
Oh, all right.
So
that's cool.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'4". Everyone's taller than me. Everyone.
Oh, that's cute. Do you think that your diminutive height was one of the things that drew him to you?
No. I know what drew him to me. It wasn't the height.
That booty, Drew.
That poonanny, am I right?
That
booty. Thank you. Great call. Appreciate it very much. Have an awesome night.
Thank you.
So, Maurice, the question on Would You Rather Wednesday was as follows. You have to choose one of these two. Now, there's some semantics in here that John and I went back and forth about, but basically it boils down to this. Would you rather have everyone in your life, everyone you know, and everyone you don't know, know that you banged a goat? Or would you rather have banged a goat one time and no one knows about it?
Drewbert, having lived the majority of my life, mostly professional, with people thinking things about me that are patently untrue, I'm fairly used to that. I think I'd be good. Plus, I appreciate being a man of mystery. And there would be those.
Oh, there would.
There would be those that would go, I can't believe he
banged a goat.
But my God, he must be fantastic.
So I didn't quite go down the same road you did, but a similar road in that I am more concerned with how I feel about myself than what others think about me.
There you go. Correct.
Plus, they say, oh, everyone in your life is going to know that you did it. I know for a fact that my girlfriend is not, without concrete evidence, she's never going to believe that I banged a goat. Like, if she doesn't see it on video, there is no way she's going to think I'm a goat banger. So I get the feeling we would still be together, I hope. I'm sure she would be getting pressure from her friends and family. Hey, you got to dump the goat banger. But I would not be able to live with myself if I knew that I had fornicated with a farm animal.
Correct. And also, I would posit this to you, Drew. I don't know that banging a goat's a deal breaker with a lot of women, because we know some women that have been with people that have banged worse.
That is, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So, yeah, I think it is a psychological exposition of who cares more about the way other people perceive them than they do themselves. I want to be liked. Everybody wants to be liked. Yeah. We're in this job because we want to attract people to listen to our show. But my opinion of myself means more than anybody's opinion of me. And I'm not going to be able to get a wink of sleep at night.
No.
I could take a 250 milligram gummy every damn night, and still I'm going to lay awake going, I banged a goat.
Yeah. You drive past a field, and there doesn't even have to be goats, cows. You're going to go, I banged a goat.
Oh, my God. Farm animals. I banged a goat. You're going to look at Tom Brady in the announcer's booth. Hey, there's the goat. Oh, no, I didn't get to bang that goat. Hello, who are you?
Of who cares more about the way
turn your radio down if you don't mind. By the way, Ask the Dom coming up next. He's got a bunch of judges in the house. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
You know the best way to bang a goat?
Oh, man. It's going to be a terrible joke. I can just tell by the way he asked it.
Right on the edge of a cliff, so it pushes back a little bit.
It's a mountain goat. And you got to be mounting them.
Oh, man.
I can't believe in all of the truly tasteless joke books that I purchased from 1982 to 1989, that joke was never in any of them. I almost feel let down that I didn't know the punchline of it.
It's pretty funny.
Like goats are fascinating creatures. I get to see them a couple of mornings a week. They really are. When you look in a goat's eyes, there's something going on there.
Don't they eat trash?
They'll eat anything. They will eat anything.
Are they smart? Particularly
I think
smart?
so. I think they are. They have a very wise look to them. There's like 80 of them at the Dancing Goat Dairy Farm, and when I go to feed the cats, I just stand there and I'll stare into the goat's eyes, and I think I could never bang you, and I don't care who thinks I did. Hello, who are you?
Hey, it's Eric.
Eric, what's up, dude?
All right, I got a couple things. I called earlier, and I want to change my...
Yeah, sorry. Once per show, homie. At least have the common decency to change your name or not mention the fact that you called earlier. I wouldn't have even remembered it. So
goats are pretty genteel creatures, correct?
Yeah. They're functional. They're cool, interesting, not bangable. Hello, who are you?
In this scenario with said goat, am
Yes.
I bottom or top?
Well, you get to choose. Should you care to bang the goat or have the goat bang you? That is entirely up to you, sir. Whatever your preference.
Well, I mean, you're positing the question, so I'm going to ask you: am I bottom or am I top?
I'm telling you, you get to choose, homie. Like your choice, dealer's choice. You want to bang a goat, bang a goat. You want the goat to bang you? God, man, with the graphic descriptions, what's wrong with you?
I know. Man.
I'm trying to have an evolved, discussion here. Hello, who are you?
Hey, what's going on? It's Austin.
Hi, Austin.
Hey, so last caller that said you got to get it from, on top of the mountain so they push back a little bit. That's not it, man. You got to hit it from the back.
We're trying to have a serious discussion. Stick around for Ask the Dom. He's got some judges in. It'll be a much more noble discussion than the one we just had. Thank you, Maurice.
You're welcome, Drew.
Disgusted with you people. Thanks a lot for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Emergency vehicles on the scene. A crash southbound Veterans Expressway. At least the right shoulder blocked past Rawls Road as you approach Ehrlich. They're directing traffic at the moment. Proceed with caution. Northbound Dale Mabry still has that wreck approaching Pierce Avenue. Thankfully, your other main roadways and interstates look smooth. Just moderate backups 275 into downtown and I-4 around I-75. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
This traffic report is brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting Florida homes and providing affordable roofing solutions. Check them out at universalroof.com.
Accidents don't just happen between the hours of 9 to 5. That's why we make ourselves available to talk with you 24/7. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Hey guys, it's a cat named Mo, and for the past 10 years, I've been talking about the Centers for Men's Health, better known as C4MH.com, which has been the leader in low T care for the past 15 years. C4MH.com leads because it's a local medical practice, not one of those slick national franchise T clinics that pop up overnight. C4MH leads because it has no financial contracts, no upfront treatment payments, and no added cost treatments. C4MH leads because we fully disclose, and I say we because, again, I've been with them for 10 years, the affordable pricing. There are no hidden surprise costs. The slick pop-up clinic's pricing is nowhere to be found, and then come the contracts and high pressure up selling. C4MH leads because 18 West Coast Florida locations only treat you with pharmaceutical testosterone and never the cut rate compounded stuff the other clinics use. So when you want affordable, safe, convenient, low-T care, go to C4MH.com.
Get away with a great deal. New South is offering 45% off windows and doors for one day only, May 17th, 2025, with an extra 5% off when you arrive at our showroom before noon. That's half off new windows and doors. Plus, you get a vacation voucher on us. Invest in better home protection and get away for some R&R. Bring your window and door measurements to our showroom May 17th, 2025. Offer is subject to conditions. Visit newsouth.com/50.
If you've ever been looking to get rid of your old, worn-out jewelry, trade it in at the Gold and Diamond Source. From May 12th through May 31st, you can double your trade up to $5,000. That means if your trade is $2,500, you'll now get it for $5,000, and gold is at an all-time high, making this the time to come into Gold and Diamond Source, trade in, and celebrate the people that serve our country. Shopping is easy. You can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. That means if you finance $5,000, your monthly payment would be only $83. Best of all, your Gold and Diamond Source diamond will never lose its value. The Gold and Diamond Source, minutes away from where you're headed in the Tampa Bay area. Visit them at 3800 Ulmerton Road, right off 275, or check them out online where they're always open at goldanddiamond.com. The Weintraub family will take care of you and treat you like you're one of their family. And make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. We need to have a conversation. It is time to break up with your power company. They keep raising the rates while you keep footing the bill. At Solar Bear, they say enough is enough. Go solar today and get your first 12 months for free. 0 power payments while you start owning your energy. With over 10 years in business and thousands of 5-star reviews, they're Florida's trusted solar provider. Locally owned, proven, and affordable. Make that switch today and call Solar Bear now or visit them at solarbear.com. Again, that's solarbear.com.
Business owners everywhere are raving about ZipRecruiter's new feature, Zip Intro, which does the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates to meet with you as soon as the next day. So we decided to call up some of these employers and hear their stories. Today, we're on the phone with Pilates studio owner Crystal M. Harris. Crystal, how has Zip Intro helped you hire?
Well, I was opening a Pilates studio in McDonough, Georgia, and I needed to staff up quickly. Zip Intro did the work for me. It helped me find enthusiastic candidates who matched my qualifications perfectly.
That's great.
Yeah, I had my Zip Intro session on Tuesday, did all the interviews by Thursday, sent out the offers on Friday, and they started on Monday. Because Zip Intro did most of the work, I saved so much time.
Absolutely. And to our listeners, you can try Zip Intro for free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be. Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. Say goodbye to the stress that comes with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. If you're thinking about selling your home, you can receive an all-cash guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Listen to what their client Tyra had to say, quote, "Thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of being on the market, and we closed in less than a month. With their guidance, the transaction was more seamless than we could have ever hoped," end quote. Selling your home is one of the biggest financial decisions you will ever make, so who you work with matters. With over 12,500 5-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. and 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
The following program is sponsored and doesn't necessarily reflect the opinions of 102.5 The Bone. Enjoy.
The following hour was paid for by the host and does not necessarily reflect the opinion of 102.5 The Bone.
Please rise. Court is now in session.
How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Oh, guilty, but with a real good excuse.
I object, Your Honor. This trial is a travesty. It's a travesty of a mockery of a sham, a mockery of a travesty of two mockeries of a sham.
You must learn the law.
Your Honor, I object. What does this have to do with anything?
Oh, I'll take the case.
And now, live from the Autoglass America studios, it's the Ask the Dom Show.
You are out of order. You're out of order. You're out of order. The whole trial is out of order. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Prosecutor, why you think you done it?
We got all this, like, evidence. Judge should be lucky.
Everything that guy just says, bullshit. Thank you.
Are you a good lawyer?
I'm an excellent lawyer.
Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did.
Feel a song that's never been heard. How do you know when you hear the call? What do you do when you've done it all? Cannonball. 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 Cannonball.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself. It is 7:01. It is the Acid Dom Show. Fantastic program slated for you tonight on this beautiful Wednesday, May the 14th. We've got 6 judges that will be on the air answering questions about their history as wanting to become judges and how they got to be on the